No proof, I'm a lie better more than no proof. Like I always wanted him, I never hated him, I never traded him, and if I did, I never ever traded him. You know what? What is a star? Like under the city, the driver's side fly. Gucci get large, so many more. 10 in the more, never a bar. 8, 10 in the more, 2 to the P. Nothing to you, but it's something to me. Handsome as ever, cute as could be. You can watch us on YouTube with view for free. Ay. This one time for the Twitch. This one time for the text. This one time for the phone line. Whole time, wonder what they gonna do next.
You know, I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
Chiefs are in trouble, dude. They are in trouble. This Andy Reid, he sounds shook, dude. Doesn't want to go to Germany.
You know what I love about you?
What?
That no matter what happens, you have 4 sports to go to.
Yeah.
And you just move around. Like, we going to talk about Sunday and about Germany at 9:30 in the morning. You going to be up at yesterday.
Yep.
Right? But you do get an extra hour. Right?
That's what I was trying to tell Solana yesterday. He was being this big baby yesterday. He was like, oh, 7 a.m. Like,
really,
it's really like 8 a.m., which is only.
Are you really entertaining that?
I was just, well, he was, he was hobnobbing yesterday because he actually came down to the SPO press conference before the game. It was adorable. He's like meeting Ron Rothstein and all that stuff. Why is J-Fig in a bat cave?
Darkness.
I like it this way.
Okay, fair enough.
Right.
She has it to herself.
50 Shades of J-Fig. You got a torture chamber in there.
Don't say that.
So yeah, I was like, he's like, oh, 7 a.m. I'm like, yeah, but it's really like 8 a.m., which you'd be up anyway for because usually the pregame is at 9. So it's not that big a deal. Samesies, baby.
It's basically an hour earlier.
Exactly. Right. No big deal.
Right.
Big deal.
Look, I'm going to say this. The young like to complain.
Agreed.
Be grateful, you bastard. You got a job. Right?
Speaking of, how was your day off of golf yesterday?
Let's just say, if there was a tournament MVP, I am him.
Oh, wow. You're him?
Smoked them.
Wow. And you were on Chris Cody and Stugotz's team?
Listen, the way Stugotz played, we call him Stu. He don't get his whole name. He made one putt where we struggled on the hole, and he made one putt. So, and immediately he said, we're all contributed. I'm like, oh my God. And he took forever to hit his ball. I laid down and took a nap one time.
Oh, geez.
No, I literally laid down and took a nap.
I believe it.
But yeah, smoked them. We were 2 up with 1 to play, so it was over. We only had to play 8 holes.
Cool.
Yeah, but It was fun. It was fun. Those guys are hilarious.
That's awesome.
One guy, their best player, built like Beast.
Wow. All right.
Smoked it.
There he goes.
Smoked it, though. Smoked it. Dude was good.
Let us get to some headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy a truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks. I don't know if they were ready for my type of interactions.
Badgering? Insults?
Aiming?
Listen, before I hit my first shot, I told a guy he needed to go in the pro shop and get some 36s. Them 34s ain't fit. And then I followed by, what's your name again?
For sass.
That was me. What do you want me to say? And then,
Leroy.
hold on. And then on the first hole, right, we had I hit it to like 6 feet with a 5-iron. It was windy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I told them I was going to make it and be 1 up, and then it would be over. And they go, oh, you talk while you... I said, I'll talk while I putt. I'm a professional. And I made it. And they were like, oh, my goodness, what is this?
Yes.
It's Leroy, baby.
It's Leroy, baby. Well, listen, at least you were able to close yesterday, unlike your Miami Heat, who lost to the Brooklyn Nets with a...
Can I ask you a question?
Complete fourth quarter collapse.
Can I ask you... Here, when I watched that fourth quarter,
yep,
right? The only thing that came to mind was this. That's what Dame is for. He is a bona fide closer. We say other guys are, right? But we've had this now for 2 or 3 years, where you get in the fourth quarter and you still got to sit on the edge of your seat because you know what's coming.
Definitely. And I think the thing that's frustrating about it is like, damn, Jimmy, y'all have been playing together for 5 years. Like,
let's go.
Like, it feels like sometimes they've just met each other because the way that they go out there sometimes and it just collapses is crazy. And it's the same thing as last year. You're up 15 and you're like, feels comfortable. Feels like they're going to have a great lead. But, they're just come back. Then bang, bang, back-to-back threes from some dude I've never heard of. And you're like, here we go. Here we go. Right. It's the same story.
But here's the deal. It almost seems like between Tyler, Bam, and Jimmy, that they work best with one of the others, right? So pick one. We always talk about, Strus and Bam. We always say, look at the give and go with Dunks and whoever, right? It's never these three guys who are on the floor the most.
Yeah.
So I'm real curious because, look, Tyler is a bucket getter, right? But Jimmy knows how to get buckets at those times. So either Tyler has to figure that out or Jimmy has to be more assertive at the end. You see what I mean? But between one of those two guys, those are going to have to be the guys that finish it off because those are the guys that on this team that are the bucket getters, right? Yeah, now, Bam's going to do Bam. But these two guys, they have to do it. And so it almost seems like they're not working well together. It's either, and the thing that sucks when you have two scorers on a team, it always seems like it has to be either or, right? Mm-hmm. And that's kind of not the Heat thing. Not you go, I go. It's we run offense, and when we find a mismatch, then you go.
Yeah, it's just like, and I hate to harp on this because I'm not asking him to close, but that's kind of like one of the things that I like about what Nikola's brought when he's played is that, he just gets the ball and he goes. And I felt like yesterday there was just like all these tentative, dumb turnovers that were like, should I pass it? And there's a net because all the nets they're like the new Raptors. Like everybody is like 6'9" wingspan. They're all the same. And they didn't even have Claxton yesterday, but they're all, giant pterodactyls outside of like Cam Thomas. And, like you throw it a lazy pass, it's going to get picked off. And yeah, it's just really annoying. They're 1-4, most losses in the Eastern Conference. They're a Cade Cunningham 3 away from being 0-5. And it's not great right now. And I got to tell you, the mood yesterday before the game from Eric Spoelstra, tense, dude. That guy,
it's almost like he senses they got a long way to go.
It was one of these things where like he was asked about Jimmy Butler and his knee, and he was like, I'm not talking about injuries. I'm just what is he? Why is he so angry?
Because if you look at this team the last 2 or 3 years, I mean, they've never all been healthy.
Nope.
Never. And you try to be, as a coach, you're thinking about big picture and long term and being ready for certain moments. But at this rate, that moment ain't going to never come. So you're like, okay, what do we do here? Now, I still can't figure out why Yovic ain't playing.
Me neither.
But
me neither. I don't get it.
And look, Jaquez is a ball of energy. It's just not always directed in the right place. Right?
Yeah,
he's all over the place. He's swatting the ball. He's shooting it. He's turning it over. He's a ball of energy.
Which I'm fine with. I don't mind the rookie going out there and making mistakes. I'm just wondering why the last year's first round pick doesn't get that chance. It's weird.
With the length that he has, his ability to spread the floor, and listen, not for nothing, we're past this guy has to sit the bench because of his defense. Right?
Agreed.
We
You
are
can't-
way
you-
past.
you can't
What about
keep-
everybody? They would have nobody on the court.
You can't keep blowing 15-point leads and tell me that a guy doesn't know his assignments.
When the guys that you have who supposedly know the assignments aren't producing.
Play
So,
tonight,
I
but
just think-
the right knee is the same that's been giving him issues for the past few years. Is the feeling that that's something you guys will have to continue to manage?
I'm not going to talk about anybody's injuries anymore. If anybody's hurt, if they're not available, all they have to do is focus on being available. That's it. And I'm not talking about any injuries or who's in, who's out. I know who's playing tonight, and that's all I'm focused on.
Now, I'm gonna tell you what I honestly feel about that.
Oof.
Right? That sounds like along the lines of what Cleveland was experiencing in
With Watson?
yes. Because, everybody a couple of weeks ago was under the impression he was going to play. And then he didn't. And the coach came out and said he was cleared to play, which doesn't mean anything, right? But now everybody has this negative, outlook towards Deshaun Watson and why isn't he playing? Well, he can't throw. We understand that now, but not when it first, when this first started. I think Spo is expressing, he's one of those guys that, or the organization is, if a guy comes to you and says, I can't go. And they understand that. But Spo seems like he's getting a little frustrated with, he thought maybe you would be able to go.
Right.
And now
Which is, it was, the reason I found it strange is like, they knew Jimmy was going to go. Like the media department came in 45 seconds before that and was like, he's warming up with the intention to play.
Right.
But I don't know if he's just because I didn't know if that's a sensitivity towards the player. I don't know if that's a sensitivity from Spo because some people are questioning, hey, did you guys go like way too hard in camp because there's all these guys banged up, or you just think your players are being soft?
It does look like all of the combatants are licking their wounds after Hunger Games.
It seems like it.
Right now,
And
now we need to regroup so we can chase fire. Right.
I'll tell you what,
now, because it seems like there's a lot of guys that are pretty damn banged up from, we're gonna have a Hunger Games practice and everybody take pride in that.
I'm curious to see. I'm curious because they're practicing today. They don't. Once they get regular season, practicing between games is not very common with one day. And maybe Spo's getting his riles on. Maybe he's like, well, I'm gonna tough the losing out of you. I don't know, but they're in a bad way, man. The vibes are bad around the team. Between the summer they had, the criticisms the organization has been taking, and then to start, to be this close, a whisker away from being winless. It's really it's tough times right now. And it's like it's tough because, man, they did this thing last year where, they were able to get off the mat and have this incredible run. But it's like, well, what's that balance of having urgency and always feeling like you can turn on the switch, but you don't want to.
You can't turn on the damn switch. Everybody's too damn young that you need to depend on. Like, okay, if Tyler, Jimmy, and Bam could turn on the switch, I'm gonna just suggest this. How about turn on that switch in the fourth quarter when you're up double digits and get to the finish line?
That'd be nice.
So you can't turn it on for 5 minutes, but you expect you're gonna be able to turn it on, for a 10 or 15 game stretch? No, there's a certain. I just think sometimes we in sports, and this is me myself, and I tell you, we were 15-1, went to a championship game, and the only thing I regret of that whole year, not that we lost, is that I made a whole bunch of assumptions about what was going to happen. And I never, as good as that year was, and as prolific as that year was, I didn't enjoy 1 second of it. Because I just assumed that the big picture is the Super Bowl.
Right.
Nobody cared about what we were doing at that moment. So whether it was fun or not was a moot point because we all had our eyes on something else. Now, in the case of these guys, right, the East has gotten really tough. And to just assume that you're going to be able to just do what you need to do in January and February and get caught up is ridiculous. That's really ridiculous.
It's a dangerous game.
It's a dangerous game because we've been playing this game now for and not the year they were the 1 seed, but every other year.
Mostly last year. But I get what
right.
But the 1 seed was a weird season because everybody had significant injuries and had time out. Like that's what made that season so strange. Last year was the regular season is eerily similar to last year, but here's the thing: when you play clutch games, there's not a lot of margin for error between what's a win and what's a loss. And so like what keeps you from being a 44-win team to being a 34-win team could be a 3 going in or a 3 not going in.
Right.
You know,
and I think the question we all have is why every year we find ourselves for every game on the edge of our seats watching the ball go up in the air to tie or lose the game. This is every game.
Yep.
No matter what the score is. So I don't know what the answer is. I just think that, usually in most cases, your big 3 or your core guys are the guys that run the offense and work well together, right? And I think that right now it's either or Jimmy or Tyler, right? Bam is going to do Bam stuff. And the shooting around them hasn't been good enough, consistent enough to give the 3-point shooters some space or the inside guys. So Jimmy's not going to be able to do all that driving if nobody's making threes because they're just going to, wait for it.
Jimmy Tim pulls up for that 3 yesterday. I just shouted from my seat. It's November. It's not going in. That only, him. It only comes.
You said that. You know what I said? Why? How about we run offense and then somebody got to shoot a 3 from the timeline? Like, what offense is that?
Dude, they did that like 4 times yesterday in the fourth quarter. Like, just kicked it out, and Kyle Lowry had like half a second left on the shot clock to heave from half. I'm like, what are we? You guys have all played together for 3 mother bleeping years.
Right. I think it almost looks like Milwaukee trying to figure out Dame and Giannis, and look like we've been doing that for 3 years with these 3 guys. Tyler is like, isn't it? I don't know what's the most important thing for him, right? Is it the scoring or is it the facilitating? Because right now it's either or.
Well, yeah, and every time they couldn't be a drop, Spo was going to him because he has been their best source of offense. But it's.
But everybody else is watching. I tell you what, I was watching dribble, left, dribble. And I'm like, wow, we've seen this show, and make fun of people that do it.
Yep. Take a quick break. Back more after this. Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. Miami Dolphins in Germany today. Good news from the practice field today, Leroy. Raheem Mostert was back. Durham Smythe back in action. The only person sitting out right now currently is right guard Robert Hunt, who, of course, went down in that last game with a hammy.
Mm-hmm.
So the Dolphins seem Teron Armstead practice again.
Getting there.
Getting there.
As soon as you get to like Thanksgiving, you need to have that good, be as healthy as possible and get that final stretch in. We forgot to mention.
What's that?
Oh no. Bobby Knight.
Oh yeah, Bobby Knight died.
Yeah. I remember I think it was I remember he did some kind of, I guess they inducted him into the Indiana Hall of Fame or something.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, when I die, I want you to bury me on my belly so all the critics can kiss my butt.
It's funny.
In typical Bobby Knight fashion.
He is an OG curmudgeon.
But you know what? If you think about Woody Hayes, Bo Schembechler, Bobby Knight, that was the coaching style was different.
Bobby Knight was so old he coached Coach K.
Yep.
I look like I just blew your mind there, Marcos.
Because I know he doesn't look old, but I know he's old. For Bobby Knight and coached him. Wow.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tyreek Hill is at the podium right now. He was asked by the media. I don't know if it was German media or not, Marcos, but he was asked if he can win MVP. He did not say uns.
Oh, okay.
Marcos thought I was taking liberties with my German yesterday.
Wait. Hold on. I was in my car and I had to refrain because I didn't want to text and drive. But you best believe I had a couple of hot buttons ready to push.
Why?
You should have called in.
No, because I would have cursed. And I was in my car too annoyed. Right? Traffic going to South Beach, going to Miami Beach is ridiculous.
Yes, it is.
It is.
Well, Tyreek Hill was just asked if he can win MVP. And he says, no, because we have a player on this team that means more to it. And his name is Alec Ingold.
No, he didn't.
I swear to God.
Hey, now that's work in the room, right? That's work in the room. That's work in the room. He got a little Jimmy in him, right?
Yes, he's a troll.
Yeah, which is hilarious.
He is a troll.
Plus,
he also
if he throws for 2,000, if he goes for 2,000, that means that Tua is probably going to throw for 5,500. And if that happens, Tua is going to win it. And you know what I hate about this? You're going to hear it here first, folks. People are so unwilling to admit they were wrong about anything that there are voters that will vote for somebody else just so they don't have to admit they were wrong about Tua. I'm telling you, this is the way this world works. You know it's coming. So if Tua throws for 55 touchdowns, 5,500 yards, right? 35, 40 touchdowns, 10, 15 picks, right? If he has those numbers and they have some success in the playoffs, nobody is willing to admit that they were wrong about Tua, and they will vote for somebody else, and Tua won't win the MVP because people are stupid. You heard it here first.
Well, I can't wait for this game. It's going to be really fun. It is interesting the Chiefs decided not to leave till yesterday or today.
Veterans.
That's a rookie move, if you ask me.
No, it's not. It's a veteran move. It's a veteran move. There's two ways to go about it. You can get most of your work done here in the comforts of your own home. And a lot of coaches think that you get your best work when you work in your own facility around the comforts of your home versus traveling and doing work and, thinking that, your mind is on something else, right? Whereas the thought process behind what Mike McDaniel is doing. Let's get over there early. You get your regular Tuesday day off, and we get back to our regular schedule, right? So there's two thoughts. There's two thoughts to it. Some people like Bill Belichick wouldn't release a schedule for the week until that week, whereas Denny Green gave you the schedule for the whole season and never deviated from that schedule. So it's just two trains of thought.
Yeah, a lot of guys were talking about getting on the sleep schedule yesterday. That was a big theme from like Xavier Howard and a lot of the players. It's just that they needed like one more night to get used to the sleep cycle.
Right. Now I will say this, that in years past, right, I've known coaches that so the week before, right, start practicing at 9:30 in the morning. Right? The week before you go to Germany. You start practicing at 9:30 in the morning and get your body acclimated, because that's what time you're going to be playing the following week. So when you finally get to Germany, then you would start practicing in the evening and practicing when game time would be there. And that kind of helps you get acclimated to the area and the time zone there.
Plus, you have to deal with daylight savings time over there, right?
They don't do that.
Germans don't do that?
No. I think we're the only country that does it.
Of course.
I'm not
Same
sure. It might be a North American thing. I'm not sure. Somebody correct. I'm not going to sit here and say that's a fact, because I'm not sure.
You're right.
But I think that's and everybody doesn't do it here. Arizona doesn't do it.
It says most of North America and Europe.
Oh, okay. So they
Where the farmers.
but guess what? Arizona doesn't.
No, Arizona doesn't. There's other places that don't either. There's it's not just Arizona, and they've been trying to get rid of it here too. That's been a thing where they've tried to get rid of it.
Why? So they would leave it like this forever.
I don't remember which one stays or whatever. I don't recall.
So in the summer it gets dark at 9:30.
I'm not sure, but a lot of people are saying in the chat that Germany does do it.
Okay.
Yeah, it says all of Germany uses daylight savings during part of the year, but it starts on the last Sunday of March and ends on the last Sunday of October. So I think it just
they just did it.
So they did it a week earlier.
Yeah.
Right.
For us, that's really nice of them.
Jukebox says he's in Germany. They already did it.
Okay. Yeah, last week.
Cheetah.
Wow.
Cheetah, by the way, was named Offensive Player of the Month for the AFC. Just saying.
Goosies.
No kidding.
Take a quick break. Back after this.
The Panthers here.
Damn it, Marcos. Fix it, dude.
I saw your hand go down. I saw your
I
hand
didn't do
go-
anything. I didn't.
I
Yeah,
knew
because I had
it.
to unmute myself. I had to unmute myself because he didn't do it. Frog boy, you running the show or you not running the show? I mean, pick a side already.
You're lashing out right now.
I'm not lashing out.
Yes, you
I'm
are.
not lashing out. I'm not lashing out. I'm not supposed to bring myself. And where is the birderer? What is she doing? Making a newsletter?
Possibly.
Oh, wow.
Possibly somewhere. Working on something important, maybe. She's somewhere with Glenn, focusing on something important for the show.
Fix it, dude. Anyway.
Glenn's not here today.
Oh, he's not?
No, it's a ghost.
By the way, we have a World Series champion. Congratulations to the Texas Rangers.
Did you
They
guys
won
talk
the-
about Messi winning the soccer MVP?
Yeah, he won his 8th GOAT award. Yep. We talked about that. I don't think that's what it's called.
It's no, never mind.
There
Yeah.
you go.
It's the
There you
GOAT trophy.
Hey, J Fig. Let's see if she'll do it. J Fig.
Yep.
What's the soccer MVP called?
No, I don't know.
Mm,
I don't know
It's
soccer.
the Ballon d'Or,
let's see.
something like that.
Blonde.
Just trust me when I tell you, let's just call it the GOAT trophy. That's the way we should go.
The Balloon Dior. There you go.
Un stilo.
Someone driving right now is extremely upset at this
Yep.
conversation.
I'm pretty sure it's
Someone
yours.
is-
Yours.
You know what we call that? We
Yeah.
call that Thursday on our
Yeah,
show.
that's every show.
And if
every
it's not
show.
Somebody on the road just sleeping.
Our first two statements of this segment were, by the way, someone won the World Series and the Balloon Dior.
Well, I was busy watching Heat Nets last night. I saw that Nathan Eovaldi won the World Series again. You know, I never would have thought that when he was on the Fish. He stunk.
Got lucky.
He stunk
it
when he was on the
happens. You know what? Can I ask you a question? When you see a player leave your team, and most of the time, you have identified them as being bums, right?
Yep.
And they go somewhere and have success. Does it piss you off? And I don't mean piss you off that they had success somewhere else. Piss you off that you weren't more patient.
No. I mean, the one that really surprised me in baseball was Andrew Miller. He really sucked as a Marlin, but I do feel like part of that weighed into he was traded for Miguel Cabrera. So I didn't have the patience for the guy who was traded for the GOAT,
Right.
you know?
Because I mean, I'm not even including the exodus of great players when was a new management came in. Like, I'm not talking about, Yelich and those guys. But Marte, I mean, he's had success.
Yeah.
Every time I see all these names, I'm like, oh, used to be a Marlin.
I don't think that's the same Marte.
No?
No.
There's more?
Yeah.
Okay. Take it back.
But yeah. No, I know Evaldi's got his second World Series.
-1.
I felt this way when he won it with the Red Sox too, but I was like, oh man, Nathan Eovaldi, 2 rings now. And I was like, that guy was like a hundy for nothing when he was on the Marlins.
Oh, you say 100. He used to call them 100 mile an hour meatballs.
Yeah. It was it was wild, but hey, congrats. Now we got to find out what the exciting part of this is though. We are officially in the Shohei Ohtani sweepstakes. So the Marlins, let's get to it, dude. Shermanator, get me Ohtani. Goosies. Chop,
Really?
chop.
Wait a minute.
He won't be pitching for a year.
Wait. First of all, if they didn't want to bring in, if they didn't want to keep Kim Aing,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
A lot of times that's because the money philosophy, right? And they want people in that are more in line with what they want to do as owners or as a owner.
Here's the thing. Joke's on you. I think Bruce Sherman is going to do a first, which is the first ever player general manager. So not only is Shohei Ohtani going to be our best hitter, our ace, but also he's in charge of all the trades. It's going to revolutionize the sport.
And you could give him all the jobs.
Yeah.
You still wouldn't have enough to pay him.
Well, listen. We'll give him some stock. Can you give stock in the Marlins?
Think about this. There's literally somebody that's gonna pay Shohei the amount of money that's equivalent to 20+% of the franchise. Think about that.
Yeah.
Like think about that. That's crazy.
He could get as much money as like 7 years of Marlins payrolls.
Yeah, they're right around 100. So I'd say 6.
6. Yeah.
6 solid years.
Would it be awkward if Shohei Ohtani was Skip Schumacher's boss? Like he tries to take him out and he goes, hey,
that's
Shohei.
2 years that's 2 years anyway. You got time for that.
Mm-hmm.
And the way this organization has been going, are you sure that Schumacher's going to still be there?
There was an odd report that said he was very pissed about the Kim Ang. I think it was John Heyman who reported that he was pissed about the Kim Ang firing, and that if that the Padres were gonna look at him or something like that. I don't know if that was legit or not, or if he is going to be snooping around at other gigs.
Would anything surprise you with the Marlins?
No.
So
no.
like there's a lot of sport. Like you can dismiss a lot of things with the Heat. You can dismiss some things with the Dolphins, right? But you can't dismiss anything because like they've done some things now, right? So I'm not going to just dismiss that as being, I don't believe it, but I'm not going to dismiss it and say it was poor reporting because that's right in line with things that have happened with the Marlins.
We'll take a quick break. Take a quick break coming on up. Hour Tua. We'll hear a little bit of your Dolphins going into this matchup against the Kansas City Chiefs. Plus, Andy Reid, little petty at Tyreek Hill. That's next.
It's time for our Tua.
It's our Tua. It's our Tua. It's our Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Tonga Vailoa. Not
Tua Tagovailoa.
A for effort. Dolphins quarterback.
Tua.
It's our Tua. It's our Tua.
Tua.
Tua, Tua, Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Can go to hell. Tua Tonga Vailoa. Dolphins quarterback.
Daddy loves you guys.
Our Tua with Tobin and Leroy.
Check the history of food.
It's our Tua the program, ladies and gentlemen.
You can't help yourself, can you?
Tobin and Leroy here with you on 560
Help yourself.
WQAM. Take you up until 2 o'clock. Want to let you guys know, got another pair of tickets to give away for Blizzard. What do you think we should do today, Frog Boy? Something in the 60s for a game, for a winner?
Well, maybe we can keep it to like 1 to 10.
Don't
That'd
do
be
that.
nice. That'd be nice.
We'll see.
All right.
4-pack of tickets to Blizzard Beach. So be on the listen for that as we'll get to that. But first, let's get to some headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Supercenter. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
Miami Dolphins, they finished up practice and getting healthy. Everybody's the reinforcements are coming. Xavier Howard said yesterday he's good to go. So that's great news. You had Javon.
So
Holland
are we gonna apologize to Fangs when everybody gets back and this defense looks like it's a different? Are we going to give him the benefit of the doubt and say, well, maybe he knew something we didn't and he was being a little careful with these?
Hearing him last week, how giddy he was, I was like, what's up with Fangs? Seems like he's either cleaning up over at Century Village or he's excited Jalen Ramsey's back. Maybe both, but he is. I'm
pretty excited Ramsey's back, so I get it.
I am too. And now you got Ramsey and X and Javon Holland all coming back in the same week.
That's what I'm talking
together.
about. Woo.
That's good.
Leroy, did you happen to hear Tobin's argument about how we won the trade deadline?
Do I want to?
I don't know. If you work for Bleacher Report, you definitely didn't see his little misdirection there. But if you're familiar with Tobin's work, you understood that there has to be some way that there's going to be a twist, and somehow with making no moves, Tobin's argument is all the people that are coming back.
You have the sound?
No, this is his argument. He had a what was it like? You were talking on the app or something like that?
Yeah, they had me do a hit on their app, and they were like, "Can you talk about how the Dolphins lost the trade deadline?" I'm like, "You want me to have that as the title?" I'm like, "I don't really feel that way." They're like, "It's okay, just have that." I'm like, "Okay," and I was like, well, here's how the Dolphins won the trade deadline. And the fact is they're getting more players back at the trade deadline than anybody who traded for anybody. And by the way, you laugh at me, Marcos. Mike McDaniel made the exact same argument at the podium yesterday. So anything.
Wait. So who are you doing this hit for? Our station?
No, Bleacher Report.
Bleacher Report. And they told you to say how the Dolphins lost.
Yeah.
And you're like, nah, player. We don't lose.
But they did it. Wow.
Typical here's the great thing. Here's the great thing about that. There's people all over the sports world that don't get that. Right? But we get it. We understand you.
Yeah.
And so that's hilarious. Like you said, but I think we won. Boxed in. Like you should have said, yeah, look, we get all these players back. Who else added 3 players? Boxed in.
Exactly. And we still get Devon Achane back. We're getting him back next after the bye.
So what did they say when you did it? Did they just not play it?
No, it was live. They didn't have a choice.
Oh,
took advantage of the platform.
Wait,
it was live.
So they were truly boxed in. They couldn't stop you.
Yeah,
damage is done, my friend.
Exactly.
The
damage is done, my friend.
Oh my goodness.
Exactly. So yeah, man, that was a funny thing. But let's hear a little bit from the parties that be. So Andy Reid, this was him yesterday before
Andy
they left
Reid
for
can't
Germany.
throw shade. He's too nice.
I don't know. He was asked
listen,
about.
Listen,
Leave
I'll
it
let
to
you-
Tobin to find shade
I'll
anywhere.
let you do a lot of things, right? But calling Andy Reid out, Andy Reid is one of the most beloved people in football.
Agreed. He is, but sometimes your mistakes stick with you, and he probably thought Tyreek Hill's not going to be as good in Miami, and he's better. So Tyreek Hill is facing his former team this week, and here's his former head coach on how Cheetah is different since getting to Miami.
Yeah, listen, I mean, he's a great player. I mean, that's the bottom line. And, you might slow him down, but he was going to make plays somewhere. So, and that's what makes him the player he is. He's got speed, quickness, and he's smart. Yeah.
You see any differences in his game now from when you watch him on tape from when he was here?
No, he's pretty good.
Man, that's it,
Pretty
huh?
good.
She's pretty good.
Wait.
Okay.
No.
Offensive player of the month. Pretty good.
It
Pretty
sucks that
Stuff.
now I had to listen to the sweet mustache drawing Andy Reid and try to find your angle. So I'm already going into it with a negative attitude towards a guy I really like in Andy Reid. And then I hear it. There's nothing there.
Pretty good. That's it.
What
Maybe the best. He's the best player in football, maybe.
Oh, yeah. With a team that has Patrick Mahomes?
I don't know. Seemed like he undersold the Cheetah a little bit. I'm just saying.
No, he did not.
Little bit of an undersell.
You're reaching here.
You don't want to be the guy. You don't want to be the guy.
You are
I'm not
reaching.
I'm not reaching, dude. I'm telling you, you don't want to be the guy known as trading the best player in football, which is what it seems like he did. Imagine being the guy who traded a guy who broke the NFL record for receiving because you thought he was washed.
I mean, pretty good.
Pretty
Just
good, right?
good.
No, you know who's pretty good? Braxton
best
Berrios. Braxton Berrios is pretty good.
No.
Pretty good.
Hold on. Marcos,
Just pretty good.
stop it.
Pretty
He's
good.
been really.
Grab a weapon and go there and stop this nonsense.
I'm not saying he
Jerome
threw shade. He didn't throw
Don't.
shade.
He does not need a cosigner, and
Yeah.
you got the smirk on your face,
No.
knowing exactly what
Wipe
you're
it.
doing.
Dude,
Wipe it.
Wipe it off your face. Don't try to hide it.
That
Don't
was-
try to hide it.
I'm not saying he's throwing shade, but pretty good. Though.
pretty good, right? Like
Pretty
Jerome
good.
Did you hear
Baker.
them all laugh?
Eh,
You're
what a-
kidding.
Jerome
Everybody
Baker's
laugh.
pretty good.
You're the
Pretty
worst.
good.
You're the worst. Like you can go at
Stop
anybody
thinking.
else. You could go at anybody else. Andy Reid.
I smell a
There's
little.
never been a person in football that say Andy Reid's a bad person.
I didn't say he was a bad person. I didn't say he's a bad person, but nobody likes to admit. Like you said, what did you say in the first hour? Nobody likes to admit their mistakes. You can't. You could trade a
No,
pretty
they're
good
not gonna-
player.
But here's the difference. Oh, why do you do this?
What?
They won a Super Bowl after trading him.
Well, listen, that's great, but did you see how they won it?
You traded, some would say, one of your best players
And
won the Super Bowl.
better win it again, because what if the Dolphins win? What if he wins it? Then they're tied.
Oh my goodness! So now, if you trade a good player, you got to win 2 Super Bowls.
I think you got to leave him in the dust. Yeah, you don't let him win the Super Bowl.
Okay, can I have another situation where this has happened to where, 2 Super Bowls were won from after trading a player?
No.
Nah, you just need the lead though. Like the breakup between Brady and Belichick. Like it's like right now he's winning 1-0. Brady's forever gonna hold that. But if Belichick gets 2, I don't know.
Don't let
Maybe
him
he
get
didn't
2.
need- Don't let him get 2.
First of all, without Tom Brady playing quarterback,
Yeah.
and
Well, it's never
McCorkle-
gonna happen.
okay,
He's washed. But
Who,
if
McCorkle?
Tyreek Hill ties it up this year, which he will,
I'm just saying, like, you should throw a little bit more flowers at the cheetah. That's all.
What?
a little more than
They
pretty.
were laughing. Of course he was kidding. You
Sounded
are
like-
stop it.
You know what sounded
Stop it.
like that? You ever go
Stop
to like a dinner party and you're making fun of Ralph because like Ralph's wife cheats on him and we're all just like, Ralph never saw it coming.
Wow, I don't know.
Wow, are you laughing at your friend like that? That's so
Wait, can I just say something?
What's going on with Ralph?
We're friends. If we go out on the dinner and that crap is happening to me, I would prefer you say nothing. Right? I don't want- I'll be scared to go use the bathroom.
terrible analogy.
Right.
That's a terrible analogy.
What are you doing? Wow. Hey, whoever's Ralph out there,
Hey, man,
we found your snitch.
we're here for you, dude. We are here for you, man.
We're here for you.
Like, what do you? Ralph needs a hug, and you like, I don't know. What
And you're
he's
here
saying.
laughing at him.
Right, you're laughing at him.
So confused.
There really is no Ralph. Or is there?
Okay. I mean,
Or is
like,
there?
I'm scared.
I would hope that if I was Ralph, you would tell me something.
It's a -1.
-1.
Baby steps, J Fig. Baby steps.
Oh man. Well let's get... This is gonna make J-Fig happy though. So Jaylen Waddle,
Rainbow.
the Penguin. He was asked about the relationship between Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift, and Jaylen Waddle. Let us know something yesterday.
I don't know if Taylor Swift is coming. Are there any reports on Taylor? She's according to Twitter, Taylor Swift is coming. Your thoughts?
On Taylor Swift coming? It's gonna be fun. I guess. I'm a Swiftie.
How about
What to think of that?
I don't know, dude.
Hold on.
Laughing at the
Hold
people in
on.
the background.
Hold on. Hold on.
Is she coming though?
Hold on.
No.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Did you hear the way he said that? He is lying. I would have said, "What's your favorite Taylor Swift song?"
Yeah, I would have
He
asked
is
him
lying.
songs.
He is lying.
You think Jaylen Waddle's lying?
Yes.
A little bit.
No way.
Yes.
Wow.
That's not-
Underwhelming.
Look,
According to Twitter,
he
Taylor
just know what
Swift is
Swifties
coming.
are, so he said, "Yeah, I'm a Swiftie."
On Taylor Swift coming? It's gonna be fun. I guess. I'm a Swiftie.
I guess.
That's so fake. You guys are kind. You know what? Can I just say this?
Not you guys.
I'm
It's Tobin.
It's these two. Because follow the leader right here.
Yeah.
Tobin crossing the street as the male duck, and the little ducks are following.
Safe, dude. I gotta look both ways.
So wait. You believe that if I went and confiscated Jaylen Waddle's cell phone,
Yep.
Yeah.
that in his playlist there's Taylor Swift,
For sure.
I would bet every dollar I got in my pocket that
Why?
that ain't true.
Why?
Because
She's one
No
of the most popular
way he's a
musicians on the
Swiftie.
planet. She's
Really?
one of the most popular musicians on the planet.
that don't mean nothing.
It doesn't?
That don't mean nothing.
There are plenty of athletes that
hold on,
love
hold on,
Taylor
hold on.
Swift.
Send me
Let me
the.
explain something to you. I appreciate everything that Taylor Swift has done. I
sound
think
like
she's
it.
a phenomenal artist. She puts on some of the best shows out there. I acknowledge that. I don't have one of her songs in my. Not one.
But you're not.
I've
you wouldn't
never
dec-
gone. I've never gone.
Okay.
I've never gone to Apple and said, "Ooh, let me get that hottest and latest."
I'm
Taylor
gonna put
Swift."
you on, Leroy. I'm gonna
Okay,
put
but you.
No, I'm just
you-
saying it's not
No, I'm
my
gonna put you
thing.
on.
Okay, but you're not a Swiftie. He is.
He was also laughing when he said it, which
That's
means
a funny thing
I
to
have
say.
played-
Oh,
You always would.
So wait,
was that
you believe him, J Fig?
me?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Why would he lie about that?
Because he was joking.
He said, "I guess."
Right.
Send me to Germany. Send me to. I will.
I
get
guess
to
it'll be
Buffalo.
fun.
Why do you have to go to Germany to find out whether or not Jaylen Waddle is lying about being a Swiftie? Why would he lie about that?
We
Such a
need to
strange
know.
thing.
Wait a minute. Hold on. You lie every day about songs and stuff like that. What are you talking about?
Hold on. What do I lie about?
Pretty much everything.
I don't
We
believe
have
that's true.
enough time to
Why Why would you ask what you lie about?
What do I lie about? I don't even understand.
We got
Everything.
everything.
I don't get it. Why would it be such a weird thing for Jaylen Waddle to be a Taylor Swift fan?
I don't think it's weird. I just think that he didn't really mean what he said.
Right.
Why?
Right. Like I say,
Did you not hear the
listen, you can be a fan. I am a fan of what she has done. It doesn't mean I listen to her music, right? But
It's
I
impossible not
appreciate-
to listen to her music.
Why not?
You can't put on the radio without hearing Taylor
I don't
Swift.
put on the radio. I listen to my phone. I got.
You've never come
playlist.
across a Taylor Swift song.
No, I have. And like when I'm listening to top, on Sirius or whatever, and guess what I do? Next song. That's okay. Like it doesn't mean like even the song she did with Kendrick Lamar. I probably have that in my iPad. I got on my Bad
Red
Blood.
says no. Red
Bad
says
Blood
no
came
offense,
out.
Tobin, but you lie about everything. I don't lie
Yes.
about everything.
Wait.
He's really
The
everything.
liar never acknowledges his lies.
Give me the last thing I lied about.
The last
Exactly.
time you said
I
something
can go to my
crazy-
notes right now and find
Right,
notes.
that's
Fine.
what I'm
Tell me.
saying.
Go ahead. Go to your notes. What's the last thing I lied
Wait,
about?
Let me go to
You know what
yesterday's
sucks about this? You know what sucks about this? Marcos, you can attest to this, even though
Yes.
that's your boy, right? Here's the deal. He
He lies.
always says that, hoping that nobody will find something within the last 2.5 hours of the show. You see what I'm saying? You always do that. Oh,
I don't.
Where's the tape? Show me the tape. Show me the tape. Play the tape.
I'm not even asking for the
Will,
tape.
this is
I'm asking
not-
you.
This is not a court of law.
He lied
You've
to
known
himself,
me-
thinking that he had a good German accent.
Oh,
That was one.
That doesn't even make sense. I do
By
have a
the
great
way-
German accent.
By the way, yesterday I wanted to drive off the road with that.
I don't understand, but you
It-
guys,
you're-
I have you and Berterer sitting here, and the only person who, by the way, who's lied
Now
about a
you wanna
crime
go
is
on
her.
see names?
She's the only one who's lied about a crime is her. And then,
Oh.
like, you guys are sitting here saying I lie about everything, and it's like, hey, what have I lied about? Tell me.
What part of everything don't you
Look at
get?
your face. You
No,
know,
He
Bob.
just
I
does
just
this
want an
all the time.
example.
No,
This-
Bob.
I'm
Wait.
not asking for tape. I'm asking you
This-
guys to bring up an example.
This is the true frustration of dealing with this man, because he'll just tell whoppers all the time,
I
and
don't
then
lie.
like a week later he says, "Oh, when did I lie?" Like,
When did I lie? I mean, like, you guys have accused.
You did
What's
say
that,
one
Frog?
time you never wanted Messi.
Well, it was a bit much with his whole, oh, am I going to go back to PSG and all this? You know. And by the way, I have called him to the carpet when needed.
wait. Are
You lied to
serious?
Bleacher Report, apparently.
Yep.
No, I didn't lie to Bleacher Report. They said
lie.
that's what we want as the
Shaving
title.
every morning, you lie about that.
Oh, you do.
That's
lie
not a
about
lie.
About
that.
wanting Kyle,
I
lying.
shaved this morning.
You're
Look at
lying
this.
right now.
Baby butt smooth.
You lied
It's
about
hard to get
killing a
itchy though.
brush.
Oh,
No, that I
no,
didn't
he's
lie.
carry on.
I didn't lie about that.
You
He
did lie
lied when he
about
said it was
killing
a
that
close
possum.
When you
No,
were
he
done
didn't.
wailing,
Oh yeah, you always.
Oh,
When have I stopped? So you brought up 5 examples that are all truths, and yet we know
done. So,
you're.
wait.
you know
So
what? He
you're
just
done
wiggled out of
wailing.
that. No,
I said
Yeah.
I'm done wailing.
changed the narrative.
Have I even brought up Zach Levine and that the Heat are the odds-on favorite to get Zach Levine? No, because I don't
That's
care
not
about Zach
what-
Levine.
no.
I agree, but I'm not wailing until Anthony Edwards. I'm
You
not
lied
done.
about Ralph. No,
Poor Ralph.
Poor Ralph.
That was just
Lied about
hypothetical. That's not a lie.
hypothetical. I
Yeah.
don't know. Listen, I better not go nowhere with you, and you say, "Hey, this is my friend Ralph."
Right. Take a quick break. Back out of this.
WQAM broadcasting live
All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on 560 WQAM. Leroy will be back in a bit. He's going to talk to those jokers in Cleveland. Ooh, is Deshaun Watson going to play this week, Leroy?
Good luck.
Yeah, go enjoy your bum team that's so boring to watch. We'll be here sitting watching Tua. Did you guys see the video, Marcos?
Yes.
J-Fig.
Yep.
Did you guys see that video of Tua?
Which one?
Dude,
No.
The throw that he had to Jaylen Waddle. So the Dolphins do this like cinematic recap, right? So it makes the game look like a movie, right? You know?
Yes. Are you talking about this is a recap of last game?
Yeah. Like they play the game, but it's like as a movie. So it's very it's like theater. It's really beautiful, right?
Yeah.
And so they have this. I'm getting Goosies thinking about it.
Wow.
It's the throw that he has to Jaylen Waddle, right?
To ice the game?
Yes, to ice the game. But Tua throws it, right? With this like cold walk-off, right? So he like rips the ball right to Jaylen Waddle, knows it's going to be a touchdown because he's wide up, but like the coolness that Tua walks off slow motion, whoever shot that video needs to be given an Oscar. Like they need to be given.
Oh, what?
They need to be given an Oscar. Like it needs to be.
That sounds like
it was.
Don't even
so the JFig the beauty, the theater that was in Tua Tagovailoa throwing that ball and walking off the field to Jaylen. It was Goosies galore. I don't even. It was like all they.
Where did you see this?
YouTube.
Oh.
Can someone send this to me?
Yes, I will. It's beautiful.
Clearly,
I'm telling you.
I can't even say what he said.
Oscar.
Oh, dude, they need to give it an Oscar or
Oscar. Like,
I'm
how did
telling
he
you.
even get to that conclusion? It's very strange.
Dude,
He's an
look
expert.
at the look at the swagger in this kid, right? You know, like he is. He
Sees
is
him,
like,
winds up. Oh my gosh.
That is bad.
Okay. Doesn't even look
to the bone.
He is no longer looking. He just points his finger up.
It's ice
Thank
cold.
you.
It's just like, I'm done. See ya, Patriots. Good luck, Mac. Kiss
He's
my
like,
ass, Bill Belichick. 6-0, right on you. More wins than anybody's ever had on you, dude.
Look at
it.
that.
It was Goosies. Can I hear the football Goosies again? It was
Goosies.
Oh man,
yeah, that was good stuff. That was really good stuff,
dude.
That's a preview of what we're gonna see in Hard Knocks. I can't wait.
I know, right? Like we're gonna have like all the angles, it mic'd up, whatever we need.
Yeah,
but I'm telling you right now, dude, that was so.
Get that person on Hard Knocks.
Yeah,
Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid, Chris Jones, Travis Kelce, Tay. They don't know what they're in for, dude.
Whoa.
They don't know what they're in for. The whole Chiefs kingdom, okay? They don't know what they're in for. What they're in for is a storm. Tua's coming, dude. It's all a brewing. They are going to be humming on all cylinders. All this talk, all this chatter that has been talking about, oh, you can't do this. You can't do that. You can't beat this team. You know what they're going to do, dude? They're going to send the Chiefs into disarray. All right? Because you lost to a team that the Miami Dolphins dropped 70 on, and now you come to Germany. This is allegedly a home game. Guess what?
Oh.
Now Dolphins, they're Germany's team. Okay, dude?
You saw Andy
That's their
Reid.
field.
He was trying to play mind games like that, saying it was a road game for him.
I know. Already. Chiefs are making excuses. I already hear it. It was Valdez Scantling. He was like, "Oh, it sucks. I have to get a babysitter for my dogs." What? So what? Grow up, Peter Pan.
You know what? That is a thing though, because when he lives in Kansas City, can't just leave him in the backyard. Horrible weather over there. Maybe that's why they left so long, because he needed to find a babysitter for their dogs. So
what is this? The first road game he's ever encountered in his life?
For real.
That's true. That's true.
Boo hoo. I mean, like, get out of here. Trust me, dude. Frankfurt's turning into Zonkfurt. Okay, we got it all happening for us, baby. They don't even know. They don't even know. The Chiefs, they're in uns trouble.
What? I don't even know what stadium. I know every time when they go to England, it's in Wembley or something like that, right?
Yeah.
I don't even know what it's gonna look like. I know
It's
usually
called the Schnitzel pitch.
no, it's not. It's not. Without even googling it, it's not called.
Why are you like this?
See, I think it's unfair though, because when we did the first games in London, people were just wearing jerseys. They were just wearing popular jerseys. If your team was supporting, cool. If not, people were just happy to be there. Even if you're just wearing a popular jersey, chances are you're going to wear something Chiefs related. Chances are it's going to be a Patrick Mahomes. So I think for them to think that it's somehow going to be like, oh, this road game experience, they get even the casual fans. I don't want to hear the excuses, Andy Reid.
Real SDI is right. He says a true Heartsman pronounces Oscar the right way.
No, dude, that is not. You're making it French. You are.
I'm an artsman. No, but you guys know I'm cultured. I mean, that's how it is. I've been to the Met.
Uncultured.
You went to one museum. You literally went to one museum. You've gone.
And you think it was a gala?
I bought a painting. You know,
No,
I'm an artsman. I'm an artsman. Look at this.
It's nice art.
You can't say I'm not an artsman. You can say a lot of things about Old Toes, but you cannot claim that I'm not an artsman.
Artsmen have never gone to Renegades in West Palm. You know, it just doesn't happen.
Dude, I'm well versed in line dancing and in oil paintings.
Oil paintings too.
Oh, wait,
yeah, samesies, dude. And I'll tell you what, the most beautiful art that I've seen, that Tua walk-off touchdown to Jay, that should be in the Met. That should be in the Met Gala. It really should.
It's not the.
So is it art or is it a movie? Should it be in a, like, what is it? Does it deserve an Oscar or does it deserve to be in a museum?
I think it should win an Oscar and it should win a Basil.
That's not even a thing. It's just
I have a headache already. I can't.
It's a whole couple weeks of something.
No, like, you know, you've never heard of the Bazzies? Everybody goes to the Bazzies in Art Basel. The Bazzies.
Yeah, that's right. The banana won it that year.
It did.
To call the Bazzie.
For most unctuous.
Oh, yes. The coveted most unctuous award.
That's right. I'm telling you right now, dude, that Tua walk-off, that's going to be at Art Basel. And he's going to win the Bazzie.
It's a Dundee.
A Dundee?
Mm-hmm.
This is
He doesn't even know. He doesn't even know.
Isn't that from The Office?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Because he's not.
By the way,
artsman.
you know, hosting an office trivia if anybody wants to go.
Look,
We
The
will
Office
be
is a-
live.
Minus
Miami
one.
Improv.
You look, the Office is a funny show. I'm not like a loyal watcher, but it's not art.
Wow.
It's not art.
No, that's not art.
It got an Oscar.
Oh, did it?
I don't know.
No, it didn't. It's not even a movie.
You really could have fooled me. I really would have went with that.
I'm telling you
That's
right
not
now, dude. Wait till Tua does that to the Chiefs with Chris Jones' stupid face. Just
No,
like,
that
I thought I was gonna get Tua. Nope, throws the ball too fast, Chris. Sorry.
You know who's not tough? Chris Jones isn't tough. Wasn't he supposed to be holding out for 8 weeks?
Couldn't even hold out for a week, dude. He sat there
Look at
for
that.
1 week in the stands.
Can't believe this guy. Had he been holding out, he would have missed this game, correct? He would have came back like after this week.
They
I think
said he
said
was
he
gonna
was
hold
gonna
out.
8 weeks or something like that. Bastard. But now we have to deal with him.
Take a quick break. We'll be back after this. Leroy, welcome back, you rascals. Tobin and Leroy here with you on 560 WQAL. Oh my, that's radio. And we're also streaming live on YouTube and Twitch. Miami 560 WQAM. Take you up until 2. We're streaming also on the Odyssey app, AUDACY. Panthers, they're back in action tonight against the Detroit Red Wings. 7 o'clock puck drop from the Motor City. So get ready for that. Also want to let you guys know, by the way, got all this stuff going on right now, Marcos. You know,
Yes.
Football, basketball, hockey. And it would just be great if there was a place where you could watch all of it, you know? Right now, I'm in a spot right now where the Heat, stream from Bali is about as reliable as like a, it's like... Apparently they were having issues last night. Again. Which I don't understand how this is going on now for 2 games in a row. First of all, it's ridiculous. That app is not cheap. And for the Heat fans that are cord cutters that do have this or want to watch it on the go, it's super annoying that they haven't had that fixed yet. So may I suggest Dave & Buster's. Dave & Buster's in Hollywood. All you guys got to do is go on over there. But if you guys want to go there, on us, WQAM.com/contest, enter the contest page, and you can win a $250 gift card to Dave & Buster's. You can watch your favorite teams, eat some great food, play some games, all on us, and Dave & Buster's. Eat, drink, play, watch sports at Dave & Buster's in Hollywood. But yeah, man, that has to be super. And I'm thinking to myself, because I wasn't going to be boots on the ground Friday, but now I'm like, do I have to be boots on the ground Friday just to watch the damn game?
It's a necessity now.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just sitting. I'm like, what do I do here? Because I don't want to be in another situation where I have to watch, a pirate feed. I want to get back to watching what I pay for. So
yeah,
really,
they're home though. They're home Friday, right?
Yes.
Well, there is not to say this too loud around J-Fig, a little birdie told me whoever's a home team when you do those pirate feeds, that's usually. Yeah.
Usually. So I will get, Eric Reid.
But hopefully it doesn't even come to that.
But you know what would be nice? Getting the stream that I pay for. That would be nice.
That's fair.
Fix it, Bally.
What'd you think of the Jack Ramsey stuff yesterday?
Oh, Dr. Jack. Well, it was funny. So they did a beautiful thing. They opened up the Jack Ramsey Memorial Media Center, had all his kids there, and Zoe is there, right?
Yes.
And this probably maybe should have been a sign, but they have the media center they're opening up, and giant ribbon. What do you got to have? Giant scissors. Giant scissors. Let me tell you something. That ribbon put up a fight.
Okay.
It put up a fight, dude. It was not going down. They needed to bring in Zoe, and even Zoe needed a couple cuts to get it down.
Oh.
Yep. But that being said, they put like his traditional shirt, like he had the flashy suits with like the plaid on there, so they gave a really cool thing. But yeah, that ribbon was giving them a fight to open up the grand opening of the Jack Ramsey Media Center. But it's still a cool thing.
Giant ribbons. That's tough.
Very tough. King Zoe says, no cap. The Heat ain't looking good at all. Thanks, Pat.
Are we in panic mode yet?
I gotta be honest with King Zoe.
Yeah.
No cap.
No cap.
That's no cap. That's no cap.
How much production did you get out of the point guard yesterday?
Well, if we're going to declare that spot for Kyle Lowry and Jay Rich, let's go look at the numbers, Marcos.
Oh, I can tell you.
Oh, you have it at hand?
Oh, yeah. 30 minutes each. Let's start with that.
Okay.
And miraculous 6 points for one of them and 4 for the other, if I'm not mistaken.
Whew. I don't think anybody outside of Jimmy Bam and Tyler got over double digits last night.
I mean, look, you get 71 points, essentially, from your top 3 players. You can't win a game.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Nobody had like an elite game, but none of those guys played poorly.
Yeah.
And it just all fell apart. Yeah, it was like who we relying on, and they're just kicking the ball all over the place. They're in a fragile spot right now, man. And even even this was being acknowledged last night. Like, you could tell Bam was talking about this yesterday, and it was like, we, can't dig this hole any deeper. And so here was the Heat big man after the loss.
And we don't want to dig this hole too deep. So that's the concern, because, you start season starts going like this, then, obviously you get to the deadline and you don't know what's going to happen. So, that's a concern, because, we got a great group of guys. We just got to figure it out.
Like, to be at a spot where, like, Bam already has his mind on, well, if it keeps going like this, what are we going to do at the trade deadline? That's pretty crazy, dude. 5 games into this thing. But look, you look around the league. When you lead the league, the conference in losses. The only team that has more losses than you is the Grizzlies. They're 0-5. And you're this close to being the Grizzlies because you nearly blew it against the Pistons. And to hop on the back of the summer where you didn't have any moves happen, you saw your conference rivals look like they got better. I think especially Milwaukee getting the guy you were pursuing in Damian Lillard, and then to come out of the gate like this, banged up, slow, old, not scoring, and you could just feel it yesterday in the building. Everybody could just tell, like, Spo yesterday, it was his birthday. He didn't want to talk about his birthday. He didn't want to talk. He was asked yesterday, he goes, hey, Spo, it was a very nice question. It was like, hey, Spo, you have any lifelong reflection? You have any year-long reflections? He goes, he's like, what is this, therapy? You think this is cute? He wasn't in the mood for that.
Happy birthday, first and foremost.
Thank you.
Just in the last year, introspectively, always trying to get better, what's one thing that you've grown the most at that you feel will really help you with this season? You've been doing this a long time. Is there one thing that you feel you've kind of wanted?
Is this a therapy session?
I know you're focused on the game. We got to go.
Coaching, parenting, that's a big...
Sorry, hitting you with a big one right
constantly
before.
Working on stuff. I have a lot of weaknesses, as Ronnie can attest to. But, I'm working on things. For sure. That's all right. Thank you.
I'm working on things.
That man he was not in the mood for the cute stuff.
Yeah. That was pregame, right?
That was pregame. No, that's what, like, usually those Spo press conferences, they're pretty, like, nothing. Like, because, look, you hear a lot of coaches, I go to a lot of these, Marcos. I would say Eric Spoelstra probably says, like, the least out of any NBA coach that I hear in the league. He's just like, one question about, like, usually health, or has this guy coming along, or a guy who's coming back, what's that going to bring? Maybe if a big star's in town, hey, what's it like stopping LeBron? Something like that. But, like, yesterday, he was just particularly on edge. He was talking about that. We played the clip earlier about him. He's like, no interest in talking about the injuries. He's fed up with that. And then he's like, we better change our disposition. We better make the Nets feel uncomfortable. And to follow it up with just a complete fourth quarter fart was, oof. It's not tough. It was not tough.
Oof.
Although I did love his Halloween costume.
That was cute. That was adorbs.
Cute. That was, look at that support.
The Spo, Coach Spo and his kids, he dressed like Mike McDaniel, and his kids were dressed as Dolphins, and it looks like his daughter's a cheerleader. Pretty cute.
And his dog has a little Miami Heat jersey.
Oh, look at
That's
that.
adorbs. And then somebody smashed a pumpkin next to him, it looks like.
Yeah, what's going on?
I think it just
Some
did
hooligans.
what ours did.
Just melted.
Yeah, it just sent
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
done
something tells me, like, there's no hooligans are getting around the Spoelstra household.
I can't imagine. And even if they are, you think 1-4 start, I'll teach you.
That's just pumpkin.
Spo reacted to losing to the Nets. He just smashed a pumpkin.
Actually, I think it was you. Give Yovic more minutes. Smash.
I was not happy about that, dude. I'll tell you about Yovic. It was funny. So, like, yesterday, people know I love. They know I'm, like, all on this Yovic thing. But I was like, I don't understand. And like, I got like some skepticism, like, yeah, all right, Yovic, we get it, dude. And then like after the game, the same person who was like, all right, I get it. It was like, yeah, why isn't he playing? Like even afterwards, you're just thinking to yourself, like afterwards, like you look at the people who are playing, you look at how bland this all is, and you're like, and Jaime Jaquez is sitting there like the third little pig building a brick house. Yeah, why isn't Nikola Jovic getting some run?
I don't understand.
I don't know. I don't get it.
Is it personal?
I don't get it.
It has to be personal.
I don't know. But like you watch him play, and I'm like, that guy's good. Why is he not out on the court? We need more talent. I agree with Bam Adebayo, where he says he's one of our most talented guys. Why can't we let that guy flourish a little bit and see what he's got? I don't get it. I don't get it. Take a quick break. Back after this. Welcome back, everybody. It's Tobin and Leroy. Let's get to some cat talk brought to us by our friends over at Celsius. Hockey fans, don't sit this one out. When it's game time, make Celsius a part of your play and get that energy up. Game day is fueled by Celsius Essential Energy Drinks, the official energy drink of
your Florida
Panthers. Panthers are back on the ice tonight. 7 o'clock puck drop from the Motor City. Get that going for you. You can hear that right here on 560 WQAM as they look to bounce back from their overtime loss
to
Boston.
I've been to a few Red Wings games.
Oh yeah, when you were in college?
Yeah, and they were really good then.
That's when they threw the octopus. Did you ever throw an octopus?
No, I'm not touching a nasty ass octopus.
Why not?
I don't even listen. I don't even like calamari.
I want to know how they sneak it into the game.
Yeah. Oh, you got to strap it to your body.
Like, see, can I just say this?
I think I've seen them do
links, that. There lengths that I won't go for a bit, and that means tucking an octopus in my pocket or on my personal self. We out.
What about in Nashville where they strap the catfish to them because they got to bring the catfish to throw on the ice?
No.
Ooh, that's good.
You know what?
That's good eating, though.
Dartboard of doom.
What?
Oh,
Strapping a catfish.
Strapping a nasty catfish to me.
Absolutely disgusting.
Come on, let's do it, dude. No. Strapping the catfish.
No. Absolutely.
It's a catfish. It's a catfish.
No, absolutely.
Why not?
That is not happening.
Do you really want fish?
No, because you're gonna smell like fish all day. No,
that's really nasty. We should not do that.
No, I would have said octopus, but I just would have found that's too hard to find. I figured we could get a big old catfish.
It's right next to the catfish.
You got to do it.
If you go to the seafood section, it goes catfish, octopus. You're good. But we ain't doing neither. No, you outvoted 1-3. That ain't
why?
It. No,
that's disgusting.
You guys aren't for the show.
No, I'm not, dude. We're not strapping raw fish to our body.
Why not?
You're an idiot.
The fact that he has to say it.
Right, exactly. I'm starting to get annoyed that I even have to say this isn't a great idea.
Fine. Anyway.
Fine. That's it.
Let's get to our headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
Miami Dolphins getting ready for the Kansas City Chiefs. Can I get Jalen Phillips, Marcos? I was just watching Baldy's breakdowns during one of the breaks of Jalen Phillips.
Oh, Baldy.
You know, Baldy. Oh, football, dude.
I hate you guys.
Here's Jalen Phillips on the challenge of Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, I mean, obviously sometimes he looks like a magician, some of the things he does. But at the end of the day, you just have to be disciplined in your rush, I think is the biggest thing when it comes to for edges, at least, keeping contained, not letting him roll out to the pocket on the inside, not getting too wide so that he has to step up through the middle. And then obviously when he does start to get off schedule and scramble around and look to throw, you just got to keep going after him. So like you said, it can definitely be very frustrating because, you can rush, win, do everything perfectly, and he gets the ball off. Or you could be running around, he's running around for 5-6 seconds, and he makes some crazy throw to, Travis Kelce down the field. So, I think we have to expect that to happen and know that that's going to happen a few times during the game, but not let it discourage us. And, we just got to keep rushing no matter what happens.
Dade South says, when you hear JP speak, it immediately thought, he's a giant.
Yeah.
He does. He sounds like Andre the Giant.
He does this thing every year, though.
He kind of sounds like Jason Taylor, doesn't he?
A little bit, yeah.
He really did for a second. I really did think.
But Jason was not small, but he was lean. Like, this guy's a Hulk. He's legitimately the Hulk.
Yeah, he's pretty.
He's a moose. He's a moose. 2 mooses. What moose will come through first? Jalen Phillips, Chris Jones. That's what we need to know. It's a moose off in Frankfurt. What?
I got to compare the numbers. Has Chris Jones been doing Chris Jones things this year, or is he just
Yeah, the
buying
only time he
time.
didn't do Chris Jones was when he was sitting on his ass for one game.
One game, pansy.
It was a bit of a useless holdout. He should have just basically came.
Oh,
But
look at that. Only 5.5 sacks this year. Oh, that's pretty good. But Christian Wilkins putting up a good year as well. I think he also has 5 sacks.
the Dolphins have been getting to the quarterback a lot. I think they lead in hits on the
Nice.
quarterback. So they've been getting to the quarter. In fact, I think they lead in hits, and I think that their offensive line has given up the fewest QB hits. Now, part of that's because Tua gets rid of the ball so damn quick.
Yeah,
That's
it.
Our boy Bradley Chubb, 5 sacks. Christian Wilkins, 4.5 sacks. I'll take it. I can't even name you another player on the Chiefs defense.
Do you think like everybody's looking at Vic Fangio and like, why is he whistling walking around lately? It's like, oh, he's got everybody back. He's that excited. He's very he's just giddy. Fangs can't wait to get to have Jalen Ramsey out there. You put a little. He was even saying like, hey, maybe put a little gonna move Jalen Ramsey around. Maybe put him on Kelsey for a little bit.
That's the thing that scares me about. I don't care how good of a cover guy you are. He's a moose.
He is a moose,
right? So that's the only thing that I would worry about is, just because you're, on him doesn't mean he ain't open.
Yeah,
and I wouldn't double Travis Kelce because then you put 2 little guys on him, right?
Well, yeah, nobody who can match that size. Like it's
right, but that's what I'm saying. That's the advantage that he has, but he seems to run a lot of crossing routes and stuff like that. They do things to get him open. But I wouldn't just cover him with, I don't know how you guard him because you can't just put your best defender on him because he just catch it over him.
Yeah, it's definitely a huge challenge. But I mean, there is a lot of pressure on him too because these wide receivers have been under a lot of scrutiny. Mm-hmm. Especially this past week against the Broncos, and everyone's always going to kind of do that with them because they don't have that star receiver other than Kelce, who's basically a receiver,
right?
But
just a
but
big
he's,
one.
Yeah, he's just a mother bleeping moose. I don't know what you could do. I think, but the thing that is interesting is like you look at this team with the Dolphins, and you think about how prolific they've been. I think with going into this, if they could just get off to a really fast start, because it's felt like the Bills game, the quote unquote games against the good teams, right? The Bills game, it was like a shootout, and they were the first team to blink the Dolphins because everybody was scoring up until that third drive, and then the Dolphins couldn't keep up. And then with Philly was able to get the first shots off on them and got up 2 scores. So, like, how important do you think it is for the Dolphins to just get out to that fast start rather than having to play that game of coming back?
It's one of the situations where if I'm Kansas City or I'm the Dolphins, I don't defer. I take the ball.
They never do that.
Teams never do it. But why on earth would you give a team the chance to go up first? If you want to be the aggressor and you want to jump on it, you take the ball.
Yeah, everybody's always looking in that, like, oh, you have to get that ball back after
and let me ask you something. Here's what pisses me off about it. Now I'm hot. You know why?
Oh.
If you suck as an offensive team, why in the hell would you want to give the other team the ball first and then get it again in the second half? You ain't been doing nothing with the ball. Like the Giants should not ever defer. You know the teams.
Oh, you know them.
A note in your locker room that says, we will never defer.
I'm with you though. I don't know if you want to hand the ball immediately over to them, but they are going to do that. I mean, they definitely are if they win the toss. It's just what they do.
They're going to defer. Yeah.
You know why too? Because Mike McDaniel loves a 2-minute drive, and then he loves getting the ball back after the 2-minute drive because he loves playing. He loves playing that end of the half. He loves it.
Can I say this?
Sure.
That the end of the first half is never scripted, right? So that the team that doesn't have the ball, the team that gets the ball in the second half, gets it to end the half. How often does that happen? You see what I mean?
Hmm?
So you're actually playing for something. I don't know what the percentages are, but it's random. It's a random thing for you to get the ball at the end of the first half. So why risk it? Take the ball. Go down and score.
Plus, if you know football, you know that first drive, scripted. I'm an NFL insider.
No, there's a lot of people that do it, dude.
Scripted football. Piss whistle.
So Mike McDaniel's he's like a screenwriter.
He is. Sometimes instead of Socrates, it's like, what would Shakespeare say?
You know what I found odd when I was in New York? That they have a thing where they play where people do Shakespeare in the park.
Oh yeah.
And as an artsman, I can appreciate that.
You should just go in the park and do your various accents. You
Leroy
blend right in.
said.
You should do your various accents. You would blend right in.
I mean, perhaps.
Das stupid or not stupid?
Well, Shakespeare wasn't German.
Oh, what if he was?
Neither are you, but neither are you. But you sir tried to sell it to us yesterday.
Oops.
Yeah.
Well, you haven't heard the latest one.
What?
Say it.
The latest.
What'd I do?
The Tobin euphemism.
I don't know what she's talking about.
That award.
I don't know.
Oh,
The Oscar.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Oscar. Yeah.
Not to be confused with Oski, which is what defenses yell when they get an interception. I don't know why.
Yeah, no, this is the coveted award that people spend their entire acting career trying to get, the Oscar.
Mm-hmm.
I think that the German media probably, though, was talking to Vic Fangio today, and they say, "Uns Coach Fangio."
Okay.
Why do they call you Das Fangs?
That does not.
Dude,
it's got
You're gonna upset.
Dude, you are pissing off Germans everywhere. Stop.
Please stop.
Stop.
Uns Coach Fangs. You like the Dracula?
No, wait.
No.
Wait. You want to hear something crazy?
Hmm?
The cart girl, Romanian. So I said,
Oh,
and so the one of the guys we were playing with, I go, Romanian. I said, yeah, Nadia Comaneci, right? The first woman to get a 10 on the floor routine in Olympic history.
how old is this
Romanian. Huh?
How old is this cart girl? Did she get the reference?
Yeah, no. All Romanians know who Nadia Comaneci is. That's like their lifelong idol. I promise you. So he goes, oh, isn't that where Dracula's from? She goes, I'm from Transylvania.
That's a real place?
Yes.
Wow.
Right.
Wow.
So I'm like, yep. She says I'm from there. So
She was out in the sun, huh?
and she had the accent. So I'm
Take a
thinking
quick-
to myself, Tobin would like this.
Take a quick break. Back after this.
Dealers, experience amazing.
All right, welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you, 560 WQAM. We got our pick draft coming up later on in the show as we move on to a new month. The Kyler Murray was paid off. If you guys missed that, it's up on our YouTube page or Instagram. What a day.
Now
Or
the Starfish.
Woo!
Or you can just see.
look at that.
Looking good.
Yeah. Well, next
for
is
the
up.
Starfish?
Ready for the Starfish, J-Fig?
I'm ready for the Starfish.
Nice. What's the one after that? What is this next big draft going to be about?
The dartboard.
Well, it could be anything. We're going to have the dartboard. We got Lederhosen. We got Strap a Catfish.
Oh,
No, we do not.
We
No,
got
we do
all
not.
kinds of stuff up there, dude.
We're not doing the catfish. Stop trying to make it happen.
Leroy had a crazy idea that if two people are selected, they should have like a molding. They can mold their hands together like that.
No.
I thought that was crazy.
That
but
wasn't Leroy.
He may be
That
on.
was
That
something.
wasn't Leroy. That was not Leroy.
Forever cement your love and friendship. That would be great, right? Real funny prank.
You guys should do that for Valentine's Day or something.
No.
Cute.
First of all, Valentine's does not have an M in it. Stop putting it in.
I don't
there.
even know what I said. What did I
You
say?
said Valentine's.
I did not say that.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, you kind of
Marcos?
Valentine's.
Oh,
No, you did. That's not what you said.
That's not what you said.
So when is the Starfish happening?
I mean,
next day it rains.
That's messed up.
first of
I'm not
all-
sure. We have to be in studio. We have to travel to the nearest beach, right?
Right.
Road trip.
You need enough time to do the Sand Angel.
I have a question. Do I have to wear the suit during the show?
Of course. What ridiculous.
Look, I wanted Tobin to be done with the thing after 1 or 2 segments. You insisted on 3 hours of Tobin.
This is not even a question.
Okay, number
But
one,
of-
he was supposed to do 4 hours, and he
4
did
hours.
3.5.
I was
maybe.
Okay. Well, we had, first of all, I think I fulfilled my punishment and then some. Second of all, of course,
I don't think so.
of course, you have to wear the Starfish the entire show.
So
Yeah,
this is gonna be me this
Yeah.
entire time.
absolutely.
Yeah. And no
Pretty good.
10:08 show up that day either.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay, you want me to be here at 9:30?
Yeah. Whoa.
Yeah, you
Well,
got to get
you know.
dressed. You got to get dressed.
But I want to make a grand entrance.
Yeah.
Right. So get here at 9:30.
It's only right.
Okay, fine.
So tonight you have Tennessee at Pittsburgh as your Thursday night football game.
Gross.
How we feel
Hello.
about Will Levi?
Yeah.
Will Levis?
Yeah.
I didn't watch a second of him. I heard he was good though.
Yeah.
I tell you what,
Now,
I was
why is he Levis but it's Levi?
That's true.
Because the genes they get to have the ultimate say so on that name.
No, I'm just
They're good jeans. I love those.
I don't. You know what? After Achan, I don't question anything anymore.
Yeah, maybe after a couple of good games, they'll just be like, yeah, by the way, I am named after the genes. I wanted to tell you I can make it on my own, and I wasn't an heir to a fortune.
There you go. I was locked in, and he did good. 4 touchdowns.
You know, it was very similar to Creed. You know, he wanted to go by Adonis Johnson. He didn't want to be named Adonis Creed at first. You know, he wanted to make it on his own merit. And then Rocky says, "Stop being a dummy. We make some money."
Is that what he said? I don't think he said that.
I think that's what he said, dude. I think that's what he said.
Yeah. Goes against him.
the official Rocky translator.
Wasn't there last night though. Wasn't there last night. Floyd was. Oh my God, Floyd. This guy has, I mean, so much jewelry. It's ridiculous. He is so rich. And he was there with his latest squeeze.
Man,
No one says that.
really ever.
Who is this current squeeze?
Except you and Robbie.
He's wearing Crocs, right?
Is he? What?
Yeah.
You can't wear $1 million worth of jewelry in Crocs.
He's wearing
I
Crocs.
wanted to know how he got that backpack in there.
Oh yeah. You know why? There's money. There has to be nothing but money in there.
No, there's
Probably.
there's food
I think
there.
I thought he just wanted to sneak his iced tea in there.
You think that's where he draws the line? Money Mayweather has to sneak his own snacks into a game.
I mean, LeBron has doesn't LeBron have his own little Ziploc pouch snacks that he brings for games he's not playing?
LeBron is notoriously cheap, though.
Oh,
look at that shirt that guy has, though. The main thing is the main thing. Wasn't
That's
last
good.
Oh, is that
No.
a kind of a
Culture shirt. That's
merch?
culture shirt.
Yes,
Yeah.
everything dropped at midnight.
The main thing is the main thing, which is fourth quarter collapse.
Fourth quarter collapse. We've gone from the third quarter to I don't even know what this is called.
I just wanted to laugh at Ben Simmons last night. Like he had 4 fouls in like 3 minutes. I was like, ha, 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 stupid Ben Simmons. And look who's stupid us. We're the stupid
No,
ones.
don't put us. It's you. You're
What do
the
you mean
only
me?
one that does that.
What do you mean?
You're the only one that goes out on the petty limb.
And hates
Okay,
Ben
dude.
Simmons.
Yeah, you've never made fun of Ben Simmons in your life. Get out of
Oh.
here.
I have.
Yeah. So what are you talking about? You weren't enjoying him being Fouls McGee early on?
We have one of those.
He missed like 4 shots right at the rim. It was incredible. I was like, wow, this guy was an all-star.
And an all defensive player.
He is such a head case out there. It's crazy. Doesn't make sense. He's a physical specimen.
One of the traits that most of your good athletes have. You're very rarely gonna find a great athlete that's a mental midget. Right? Just doesn't happen. There's just certain things you got to deal with. So I'm absolutely like shocked at how mental he gets at a sport that he should know how to play like the back of his hand.
I know. It's a strange. I'm not even talking about the jump shooting. Like it's like he gets, I don't know. It's a weird thing, man. It's a weird thing. Weird thing. But the Heat
That
are in
being
a
said,
bad.
he averages a double-double.
I mean, not for a couple of years he hasn't.
Yeah, true.
Ever since that Hawks series where he passed up the when he passed up the pass up the dunk.
Yeah, that was crazy. That really was crazy though. And this has been like the biggest mental block I've ever seen on like someone
That's
who
weird. It's a strange
it really
thing.
is strange. You see, and I heard even yesterday Eric Reed was talking
Take
about
it
it.
on the M word. Are we not supposed to?
Yeah, I don't think you'd say that, Leroy.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Mental midget?
I mean, again, you're referring to a mentality, so I feel like it's okay. I don't think it's
like it is. Like I said, that's one trait that a lot of your superstars have is like they're mentally tough. It's like they fight through things like this, and it's hindered Ben Simmons for reasons nobody thought he had this in him. Right? Nobody thought that because of the way that he played basketball, like that. It seemed like his style of basketball is one that would weather any storm that he went through.
Yeah. It was something yesterday. But anyway, look, that's not the main problem. The main problem is the Heat right now.
Yep.
They stink. Tyler Hero yesterday. This was him in the locker room on where they're at. 4 losses in a row. Most losses in the East. Buh.
Energy around the team right now, is it panic, urgency? Like what kind of word would you use here?
I'm not really sure right now. We'll see what happens. We're getting a practice film tomorrow, but I'm sure guys are urgent to win a game. You know, we're on the L4. That's not pretty, so try to turn around and bounce this thing, bounce back on Friday.
Yeah. Well, no promises. I mean, like they got this in-season tournament coming in, and you know what they say: things change in the in-season tournament.
Do they say that? It's the first.
No. Why, Marcos?
I just don't think.
Marcos. Why are you even? No.
In-season tournament. Things change in the in-season tournament.
I mean, things do change. They're changing the court. It's gonna be red.
That should be nice to see.
Like, how do things change? They've never had one.
That's what they say.
Because things are gonna change in the in-season tournament.
You didn't say things are going to change.
Oh, now it's changing. Now,
Trust me.
even
I mean, I'm just saying. I'm stating the obvious. You know what they say.
I don't
know what they say. When you cheat the game, you're only changing
Stop
yourself.
it.
You cheat the in-season tournament. The only one you're cheating is cheating yourself.
Is this single elimination or is group play then single elimination?
This is group play. This is group play.
So they played Milwaukee. Is it Milwaukee, Boston,
Washington,
and who else? One more. Because you play 4 games. Or is it 3?
Orlando. Just feel like Orlando always has to be in there.
But yeah,
somebody. No, in all honesty, somebody like they're gonna have to sell me on this in-season tournament. I don't get it.
Understand it.
I don't know who's gonna really care about this. I don't know.
It's still here. It still counts as part of the 82.
Yeah.
So who like whatever twist you put on it,
you can make it. I just want the Heat to win. I like this is this is ugly.
mean,
But
cranking up what you're playing for may help because if you're real competitive, you're playing for something. But they haven't looked like they're ready to even do that.
No.
Right? So
they don't. Yeah, they don't look like they have. They don't look like they have any clue of what to do with success, with
just
failure.
looks like they're starting this season like we got time, and that's probably one of the reasons why you hate running it back, is because of the comfort level of the guys coming back.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know.
I mean, Jimmy. I asked Jimmy about that last night, and he was like, "It's now. Like we got to get this going. Like, because he's usually pretty reserved on things, and
they ain't been 1-4 since he's been here.
No, I don't think this is a rough go of it so far.
Long journey, but what is the balance between the urgency of getting things right and knowing that things are still coming together for you guys?
It's a right now situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't ever want to lose games home and or away. So we got to figure it out now. Like, I don't think anybody here plays to lose. So we always want to win. And we do lose and we do win, but more than anything, we do that stuff together. So at the end of the day, yeah, we need to correct it, and we will. But it's all about right now. It's winning now.
Oh, cool. Fix it, dude. Let's go.
So here's the one thing that I hate about these conversations after the game and what Jimmy is saying, right, is if I applied that sense of urgency to the fourth quarter, do you not lose that game? Or do you have a better chance of winning? And
I don't know.
It's like it's one of those things that you're in that moment.
Mm-hmm.
You control that. What do you need to fix? Right? You're there. You see what's happening. So I don't know what the answers are. Like we always make it seem like it's we're not connected defensively, or we're like, what does that have to do with making a bucket?
I mean,
they go
did
ice cold.
I mean, it legitimately did take them half of the season last year to get over 500 comfortably because they were like under, over, even, under, over. Like they weren't an over 500 team basically until like 40 games into the season last year.
Till January.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
I get it. I understand what everybody's saying, but
it's tough. Like, here's the difference.
Do you feel that way when you're going through it?
I just think the difference of it is it just felt so much like they did want to pivot from this team. They didn't want to bring this team back, right? Like, that's the difference of last year. It's like they ran it back last year. Okay, that team was a shot away from the NBA Finals. You didn't really have a flirtation with Kevin Durant. You brought this team back. You thought, healthy Kyle Lowry, things will be all right. The big question last year was like, who's their power forward? Does Caleb Martin a 4? And it was a lot. It felt a lot more harmonious, even with it still being a frustrating first half of the season. Right. This year, it's just like I feel like everybody's already fed up. It just feels that way. I don't know if that's the case. I'm just telling you, like, between the coach's attitude in the pregame, the players being down, the owner subtweeting, all this stuff, it just feels like everybody's there's just a bad cloud hanging over things right now.
First of all, if I told you that was happening to anybody but the Miami Heat, you would believe it. But the Miami Heat have done an unbelievable job over the last few years to stay the course.
Yep.
So if that's happening now, Uh-oh.
Yeah, I know. But, most of the time, the Heat eras, when they close ugly. Like whenever that window and that run ends, it never looks good. It never has this peaceful ending to it. Like Hassan Whiteside was fun until he was calling out the coach. Shaquille O'Neal was great until he was ripping Chris Quinn.
They said the stat. They said Bam just got his 151st double-double.
Mm-hmm.
And then went over the list of who's leading.
Mm-hmm.
You know who's number one in double-doubles?
Nope.
Guess.
LeBron?
Hassan Whiteside.
That makes sense.
I'm just saying,
Hassan Whiteside. You could blindfold Hassan Whiteside. He'll get you 12 rebounds.
Yeah. That's crazy. Like, he's like, man, we forget how, he was pretty good for a stretch until he started talking.
until he wanted to be Joel Embiid.
He wanted to shoot threes.
Yeah. Take a quick break. Play a little Goosies. I need to get some Goosies on something because I don't have them right now. Goosies. No Goosies. That's next.
Goose.
All right, welcome back. It's Tobin and Leroy here with you, 560 WQAM. Hey, single day tickets are now on sale for Riptide, our world famous concert on Fort Lauderdale Beach, December 2nd and 3rd. Single day general admission tickets are $79. 2-day general admission tickets are $109. You can also buy VIP tickets. Just go to riptidemusicfestival.com for more details and to purchase tickets. Act now because prices are going to be going up. Come see the Black Keys, Jelly Roll, Bleachers, Young the Giant, the Dirty Heads, Frog Boy 5, Sublime with Rome, and more. All at the Riptide Music Festival. Riptide is powered by Ford and sponsored by Visit Lauderdale.
Frog Boy 5.
Frog Boy, Saturday or Sunday?
Saturday.
Mm.
Oh, someone
Yep.
said it's on
No
a leap
specials.
year. Anyone? Anyone? No,
That's the point. I like it.
I'll take it. Thank you.
Point for Marcos.
Now -1 for begging.
Okay.
-1.
What do we got what do we got today, Jalen Tadpole, for Goosies? No Goosies.
We have an illustrious item at number 1. Bruce. You guys probably don't know this guy. Bruce Bochy.
Yeah.
Bochy.
Bruce
Bochy.
Bochy.
Yeah, you know him. He won his 4th World Series. Not sure if you guys have been paying attention. There was baseball yesterday.
Yeah.
Does that give you Goosies or no Goosies, Tobin?
That gives me Goosies. You know, he was basically, you know, the head of that Giants run for a long, long time. So for him to come out, we've had a couple of old timers win the World Series these back-to-back years. Dusty and now Bochy. So the old, you know, listen, the old don't like to be written off. And you got to give it to Bruce Bochy. He's right there with fangs. And, you know, he kind of looks like a teddy bear in a jersey. So happy for Boch. What about you, Leroy?
I don't necessarily get the Goosies, but I'm happy for him.
No Goosies.
When these playoffs started, you literally had no idea who was going to win. And I don't think there's a lot of people that would have picked those two teams being in the the World Series. But it happened. And kudos for them. Happy they won. It was exciting, but not Goosies induced.
All right. Fair enough. J-Fig?
My Goosies are not induced, but I am happy for them.
No Goosies.
Oh, this sounds like this should be attaboy or not attaboy, this segment. Marcos?
Bochy. My guy, my dude. Never heard of him. No Goosies.
No Goosies.
Bochinator. Bochy doke. I'll stop.
What?
Number 2.
Yep.
Tyreek Hill saying the Chiefs are going to get this work.
Wow.
Goosies or no Goosies?
Cheetah said that?
He said that, dude.
When did he say that?
From the cheetah's mouth. It's like 9 p.m. over there, so he's talked a lot today.
That's Goosies galore, dude.
Goosies galore.
Goosies galore.
They don't know what they're in. The Chiefs are in trouble, dude. The Chiefs don't know it. The Chiefs don't know it. They thought they landed in Frankfurt, but where they landed in was trouble.
Wow.
Goosies.
Why, when you have, like, I go into this saying, oh, yeah, I got the Goosies. This is exciting. And then you ruin it.
How did I ruin it?
Overdoing it. ODing.
-1 for overdoing. Is that what we should do?
Yes.
I'm not taking a -1. If you don't think that the Chiefs have landed in trouble, you're sorely mistaken, sir.
No -1 here.
Thank you, Bam.
I think I don't have the Goosies, but I do want to see Tyreek do work.
No Goosies.
J-Fig?
I'm so excited, guys. I want to
Goosies
see all the work.
galore.
Marcos?
I agree, man. Anytime the cheetah talks, I listen. So if he says they're going to get this work, can't wait to watch it. Goosies galore.
Goosies galore.
All right, you guys ready for number 3?
Yes.
Yes.
the NBA in-season tournament.
No Goosies!
Simple enough. Simple enough. That's fair.
Is that for all of us?
It's no
I
Goosies.
think I have the Goosies.
Wow.
Here's why.
An upset.
Here's why.
Okay.
Because normally basketball to me doesn't get interesting until January.
This is for you then.
We're in November. It has piqued my interest.
Huh, how about that? Not me. I don't need it. I'm Wild Heat Coyote. I keep coming back for more no matter what.
No Goosies.
Do you think like Eric Spoelstra like gathers everybody around practice today? He goes, guys, it's been a rough start to the season. Let's not mince words. We stink. But you know what they say.
No,
the season doesn't start till the in-season tournament.
Oh God, I hope that's not what we're holding on to now. That's how I feel when we're like, guys, Zach LaVine. I'm like, oh no, I hope that's not what we're holding on to.
And then he's like, I brought in a special guest. And they're like, who? Goran Dragic. And Gogi walks in there and goes, hey, fellas, what's up, buddy? I miss you. But remember, you know what they say. Things change in the in-season tournament, buddy.
Okay.
Also, Spo, play my little Yovic, huh? See you later, brate.
Please, man. We need someone to get this guy.
Yes.
What's wrong with you?
Nicola, I tell you one thing right now. If you get another DNP, you're enrolling in Miami-Dade College next day. You're not going to make it as basketball player. If coach doesn't think he's playing somebody called Haywood Highsmith in front of you.
All this from the
Miami-Dade
in-season tournament.
Great school.
They think Goosies for the in-season tournament?
No.
No Goosies.
That's fair.
What did you do first day of work, Nicola? Did you look him in eye? Did you not shake hand? Why does coach not play you? Everybody wonder. They say, Mama, please. Oh, no. Don't mama me. Everybody wonder back in Serbia. They say, how does Nicola play for Serbia? Silver medal. Can't get 1 minute with Miami Heat unless 9 players are injured.
It's so weird that I picture her talking like that. Thank you for that.
I'm more than sure she does not talk like that.
What do you mean, dude?
No chance.
You guys can't even score fourth quarter basket and they don't put you on floor. What that say about you, Yovi?
Calling people out now?
I'm just saying. Education, most important thing. Not a bounce ball. What happens if ball run out of air? You know it never runs out. Diploma.
Okay.
Diploma. From Miami-Dade, of course.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. They have a basketball team.
That one actually may have an expiration date. Has anyone checked?
What?
The Miami-Dade.
Miami-Dade. Has anyone checked on the person who's supposed to be sitting in with us, by the way? Does anyone confirm that is still happening?
What happened? Who's supposed to be sitting in?
I'll ask during the break. I got you.
The contest winner?
Oh, yeah. What did happen to that? Did anybody enter?
I think they denied it, if I'm not mistaken. they passed.
Yes, I won. But you know what? I'm not coming to see until my little Nicola gets some playing time. Otherwise, I'd be in studio right now. Somebody tell this coach Spo.
You know what I feel like? I feel like, you ever see that commercial? You say, Derek, you're up. No, Derek Jeter. Right?
Yeah.
I think that's what they're doing. I think that's what they're doing to Yovic.
What is Drew Smith? Why he play in front of you, Nico? I don't understand. Silver medal.
I mean, I don't understand how a guy could be good to be one of the best players in his whole nation, and he can't get a couple of minutes for 1-4 Miami.
It's crazy. It's crazy. I don't
What
understand.
What did he do?
That's what
Like,
I'm
don't we
trying to
always feel
find
like
out.
he did something?
I know that he said something because every time he has that look on his face, I know. Same thing happened when he stole Babushka's cookies. Oh, no, it wasn't me. I told you, it wasn't me. It's with little brother.
Who's Babushka? Who's Babushka? Hold on. Now I got to search. Babushka.
It's Goron.
J-Fig, do you have Goosies from the in-season tournament?
An old woman, a grandmother.
Goosies.
It's all around. I can't even deal with the normal schedule. Don't give me a tournament. I'm going to be confused and losing.
Right.
I'm like, am I allowed to lose?
Soccer does it all the time.
Yeah.
You have no idea what they're playing. They're playing against the same damn teams, but it ain't league play.
Yeah, I just remember Inter Miami was in like the semifinals of a tournament, and then 2 months later, we're playing the final. And I'm like, what the hell happened here? I don't understand.
Give us one more here, Marcos, for Goosies, no Goosies.
Indeed, our final one is Francis Ngannou, the baddest man in the world right now. He says he wants a rematch with Tyson Fury for his next fight. Does the idea of this give you Goosies or no Goosies?
No Goosies, because he just got screwed. Like I said, I think this needs a little time to simmer. I want them both to kind of go on their own path for a little bit and come back to this rematch. I needed to.
So in other words, you want Francis and Ngannou to fight, to have a couple more boxing fights.
Yeah,
But they're not going to be as big as that one. So why would he?
I think whatever he does next is going to be big. I think especially the MMA crowd's going to go really rally behind him. I think that a lot of people are going to go buy his fights.
Really?
I do.
Because you never have a crossover this way, right?
No.
Where the guy's any good anyway.
Lowry says, Dade South says Lowry is Batushka.
Point for Twitcher.
I don't understand, Nico. Why can't you be point guard? All he does run around, score 5 points every game. You get that many points in your sleep.
No free throws through the first 5 games for Kyle Lowry. 0.
How could you get free throws when all you do is run around, fool? Talk to ref.
Leroy, Goosies?
Over
Tyson Fury, Francis Ngannou rematch.
I'm with Tobin. I know Goosies. I want to see it play out a little bit. I think the biggest thing for this fight is for Francis Ngannou to go and have other fights and destroy some other fools, and then come revisit it. Because I mean, they got to rank him, right? He knocked the champ down.
Yeah, they have to. Come on, dude. J-Fig, Goosies? No Goosies?
No Goosies.
No Goosies.
That's fair. I got no
Frog
Goosies.
Boy?
I don't want to see him get knocked down by like Wilder or Joshua.
on.
That completely takes away the mystique. I do want to see him, however, go against John Jones. That would be fun. But I don't know if it'll ever happen.
I don't understand, Nico. Why does long-haired kid get in minutes in front of you? He must have been polite boy to Spothra.
He went to college.
Oh, he went to college? Because he did how many years?
15, apparently.
4 years.
You see, Nico, I told you this was the route. We should have gotten better education. You would be playing in heat rotation in like 3 years.
That's true. Everyone who's in the rotation has a college education.
Take a break. Back after this. All right, welcome back. Tobin and Leroy. Take you up until 2. Hope everybody's doing good out there. Miami Heat, not doing good. Back at practice today. Strange practice in between games. Not common, but they did lose, and they could use it. Spoke kept using the term sustaining. That's what he kept saying yesterday. We'll bring you some of that coming up here in just a second. In the middle of headlines. But first, Leroy, can you get a weather update from the Demesman and Dover law firm? YourAccidentAttorneys.com. Free consultations 24/7. Call them up at 866-954-MORE.
Let me tell you the first thing y'all need to do. Somebody get a hold of Dan Day and tell him put a couple of rocks in his pocket. Because it's windy out there.
We haven't seen him.
It's breezy. He's having problems getting around now.
It's a guster.
It is. I would say it is a steady 15 plus, gusting over 20, 25 miles an hour.
Wow. That's dangerous, guys. Just in case you didn't know that.
It is mostly cloudy, and I may have seen a sprinkle yesterday or early this morning. So
that is true.
So and the temperatures seem like it's cooling off a little bit. Maybe that's because of humidity, but it's got to be right around 80. But I felt a little bit chill this morning when I went outside.
How do you do, Marcos?
And that would do it.
It is indeed overcast, 78 degrees, winds just as high as he said. Throughout the day, they will be 15 to 25 miles per hour. Currently, they're listed at 19 miles per hour. Crazy.
It's let me tell you, it was tough yesterday, but
not tough enough.
Not tough enough. No.
That's go.
That's not tough.
That's not tough. Wind.
That's not
tough.
There's somebody flying outside.
Breaking wind. That's tough.
There's what?
There's somebody flying outside.
Dan Day.
Yeah.
Flying. Oh.
Yeah.
You know what he would look like? What are those little spider things? A sugar glider. That's what Dan Day looks like. If he just.
How did you go from spider to sugar glider?
Yeah,
I was going to say spider glider, but it's called the sugar glider.
Spider glider sounds like a good accessory for Spider-Man.
No, spider glider sounds like a damn bat.
Oh, sugar glider, spider monkey. See what you did
Didn't
there.
you look into getting a sugar glider as a pet?
Oh,
that is true.
Listen, don't worry.
After what you
Wait
did
till
to Ricky?
Wait till your kids start asking you for random stuff.
My son asks me for a random pet every week.
Like,
Get a
what is
ferret.
his new thing?
A ferret?
Chinchilla, hamster, chameleon.
Now, see, some of these things I bet you D shut down, not you.
Oh, definitely. No, I would have done it if it wasn't for my wife and my dog. Sunny Bunny will terrorize a rodent. But if those obstacles were there, yeah, I would love to have a sugar glider as a pet.
Really?
I used to have a pet chinchilla. His name was Wiggles.
What happened to him?
It was a strange life, dude. This guy lives a strange life.
I don't live a strange. It's a completely. It's a pet people have.
No, man.
Chinchilla?
Yeah.
That's got what's his name? Lucas got in trouble.
Frank Lucas got in trouble for the
Frank
chinchilla
Lucas.
coat. Very soft. Yes, very soft fur.
Oh.
They take dust baths.
Really?
Yep.
That
They do.
sounds like a pig pen.
Kind of.
Real bath. That's not tough.
That's not tough.
That's tough.
Stud Steve just goes,
Why
that's a
would you-
lie.
Wait, question.
You see?
Why would you take a bath with dirt? That's
I'm
not
telling
a
you,
bath.
that's how they do it.
But that's not a bath.
They try to hide their scent from all their predators.
I'm telling you, that's how
Really?
that's how it would be like a little. You had kind of like a little fishbowl. It was like almost like powder dust, and it would do a little barrel roll, and then wiggle, and that's how it was. But his name was Wiggles.
Okay, that's where you practice.
I'm not
Mark.
lying about this.
This is,
But
remember earlier? in
you
the
know,
show,
you understand how it is hard for us to believe you, right?
I don't understand. You guys have had.
All the
I gotta be honest with you.
that you've told.
I gotta be honest with you. I've come into today I came in today already hurt because of the Miami Heat, but I've left more hurt because my friends don't believe me and they think I'm a liar.
You've never told us Whoppers.
I mean, I've stretched the truth from time
There
to
he
time.
goes. There he goes.
But
Really,
a bald face lie? No, that is not me, sir.
So here's what you do. Here's the truth, and you dance around it.
No.
Yeah.
I did have a pet chinchilla named Wiggles.
I like RVA Richie. Wiggles. See the pattern? Yeah, it's where it all started, huh?
That's the origin story.
That's where it
Origin of Wiggle Room.
Apparently, there's a rumor that the Commanders are going to go after Bill Belichick this offseason, Leroy.
What?
No.
Yeah, it's time for them to go split skis. Let Mac Jones fly.
Wait. Let me ask you a question. You think that Bill Belichick is going to go to a team to get rid of both of their pass rushers and go from Mac Jones to Sam Howell?
Sam Howell's not terrible. Better than Mac Jones.
Really?
You don't think Magic Johnson
not have no defense?
You don't think Magic Johnson could sway him?
No.
He's very charming.
Why would Bill Belichick? Does he seem like the type that's easily moved? I would say there's a handful of guys that could actually convince him.
He loves people that,
and they were all on the Giants when he was the defensive coordinator.
I would agree with that. Those are number one. But like, if he loves people who are, game changers, Magic Johnson was that for football. Lawrence Taylor was that. Lawrence Taylor was that for football. Magic Johnson was that for basketball. Maybe he could sway him.
Here's what I picture him saying. Magic. No.
Oh, all right. We'll see.
Now, I've already said, and I have no information of this. Here's what I think is going to happen. You ready? There is 2, maybe 3 coaching jobs that we know of that will be available. The one that everybody's going to covet is the Los Angeles Chargers.
Yeah, because they think he's a good quarterback.
Right.
Yeah.
Second is the Chicago Bears.
Yep.
And third, way third, only because there's only 3 teams I can think of, is the Washington Commanders. Because they have no talent. 0. They got rid of it all. Mm-hmm. So whoever you bring in is going to have to be ready for a rebuild. To which I say, there ain't no way in hell Bill Belichick's doing that.
He's gonna want to rebuild though. Like he wants to do both jobs, right? Like I think that's probably what he
wants to rebuild with a quarterback. Yeah. Can you imagine Can you imagine Bill Belichick out there with that defense?
With whose defense? The Chargers?
The Chargers. Now I already told you what I think is gonna happen. I think, right, that the way this is looking, that Michigan's going to win a national championship and Jim Harbaugh is going to pull a Pete Carroll. Because the only person that paid for what happened to USC is Reggie Bush. Right? Pete Carroll went and made more money and got a job right away with no suspension. So we'll see. That's what I think. And I have no information on it.
A couple people in the chat say the Raiders. That's an interesting one because you got the Dana White connection out there with old Mark Davis.
No quarterback. Although they are working pretty hard to get that first pick.
I was going to say, is that something he'd do? Like, would he go to a potential first round pick kind of vibe? Or do you think he wants to?
Well, the only place that's going to be positioned.
Situation.
But the place that's going to be positioned like that, Chicago. Chicago has those 2 top picks.
Question. I saw Antonio Pierce. Is that the linebacker for the Giants years ago?
Yep.
Wow. Okay.
Yep. Interim coach.
Yeah, he was he on both those Super Bowl winning teams with Eli?
I don't remember if it was both, but he was on one of them at least.
Okay, yeah.
Do you know? Did you see that RG3 is calling for Marshawn Lynch to get an interview in Vegas
As the coach?
as the coach?
Hey, I can't trust a guy wearing a fuchsia suit. Sorry.
That's where you draw the line.
Yeah.
That hurts.
Although he is pretty good. And the best is Dan Orlovsky. Holy smokes. That dude breaks it down for you.
We'll take a quick break. Back after this. Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. Take you up until 2 o'clock. I sent Leroy during the break yesterday. Jordan Poole throwing an alley-oop off the backboard to Kyle Kuzma. Down 20. Let me tell you something right now. Heat, if you go to 1-5 against that team.
Wow.
If you do, and I can't rule it out, but if you do, for shame. I will say, I do have to hold one person accountable yesterday.
Oh.
Kyle Lowry.
Oh.
You got to wear a headband, dude. Like, what's the deal? If Bam wore a headband yesterday,
everyone was doing
Bam did it, Jimmy did it, Tyler did it, Jaime did it, but Kyle Lowry wouldn't do it. I don't understand. Why wouldn't he do that? Why? I didn't like that. Like if you're gonna be a team, be a team.
Yeah.
I know the vibes are a little off right now. Gogi would have done it.
Headband Gogi?
Headband Gogi. Gogi would have done it. No doubt.
Is that a thing?
No
Is that
doubt.
Like a decision? Like, why is that something that's being implemented now? Does anyone know?
I don't know, dude.
I feel like Tyler Hero started it. I saw Bam with it yesterday.
Bam's never worn one.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It was very strange. Jaime, I think he did it throughout his entire college career, so I'm not surprised.
Jaime wears headbands. Jimmy's worn headbands.
Yeah, for sure.
Tyler's now headband hero, but then Bam yesterday brought it out. No Kyle Lowry. Everybody in the starting lineup but him had it. That was a tough one yesterday. But
that was a tough one.
That was it.
That was a tough one. That was the tough one, J Fig. What were you badgering me about during the break, Frog Boy? What do you have here?
All right, unlike you with all your fraudulent sayings and quotes you always bring up, I got one that is recognizable from the playground to the penitentiary.
Okay.
What do snitches get, guys?
Stitches.
Stitches. And none other than Kyle Van Noy being a little snitch, dude. Running his mouth on a podcast, explaining what went wrong during his tenure. If you guys remember, Van Noy came over from New England around the time that Brian Flores joined. And during the time of, uncertainty with the quarterback, he was one of the voices who they pointed to may have been saying some shady things about our quarterback. And look at him now, being a snitch and not in the NFL like our boy Tua.
I believe I was just in the middle of a civil war, they call it, between like the GM and the head coach. The power struggles that you don't see behind closed doors. And it was kind of him like, oh, this was your guy? Well, see ya. Another thing down there that happened was some players were talking to the media about Tua, and a lot of people thought it was me.
Yeah,
and then
I heard
people don't know this, but me and Tua are close. For me to like go to like one of the beat writers seems like that's crazy to me. So that was that pissed me off that like some people started that rumor. And then after I got cut, they asked me about like Brian Flores, and then literally like 2 hours after that, someone sent me a news article that came out saying like I was a bad captain, I was a bad teammate, X, Y, and Z. And I was just them trying to like cover themselves of why they cut me.
Okay.
Or maybe you just weren't that good.
Here's the problem in life, right? Why do people feel they need to justify it? If you make a decision, make the damn decision. You don't need to explain or come out and try to get people on your side about it. And so when it comes to players, when it comes to coaches making decisions on players, you don't need to step on the other guy to make your point. And that's the thing I hate about sports is that, teams, for whatever reason, you never know the real reason. Teams want to move on from either a coach or a player, and then they feel like they have to justify it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, once you make that move, there ain't nothing you can do about it anyway. So why you feel like you got to go on a campaign to explain why you made your decision? Right? We got this with Kim Ng right now with the Marlins. Nobody knows the real reason. We have ideas, right? But nobody knows the real reason. And I promise you, at some point, the Marlins are going to come out and try to justify the move they made or the decision that the parties came to. And it's not going to be what you think it is.
I think all of those vets from that 2020 team can kick the sharpest of rocks. You all made Tua miserable. All right. Brian Flores made him miserable. And the number one ringleader of all these show ponies was Ryan Fitzpatrick. This dude in that season with his little boo-hoo party, and he probably said, "Oh, Kyle, you believe they took my team? Boo! They're gonna do it to you too, dude. The young linebacker, boo!" You know, all of them.
Marcos, can I ask you a question?
I didn't see this coming. This is the swerve.
How do we always end up?
It was
Ryan Fitzpatrick.
You knew where it was going to go. Kyle Van, I'm close with Tua. Yeah, so does Ryan Fitzpatrick. He says the same thing. That's my guy. Tua's my guy. You know, sure he is, dude. You guys were all probably little snitches going to the reporters. And by the way, Kyle Van Noy, you had bad rumors coming about you after you got cut from a team. So does every other player, dude. Grow up, Peter Pan. I was in the middle of a civil war. You knew what you were there to do, dude. You knew you were there to be Team Flores all the way. Don't act like you're on Tua's side of the street now that he's awesome. All right, I see you.
That's why Brian Flores brought them in. So just understand that is probably part of it right there. Right? Like you have a coach that you're familiar with that brings you in, right? Then he makes a decision and you support your guy. Right. So the whole premise behind this is off. OK, here's why. Whether you want a player or not, once the organization brings him in, it is your job to get the absolute most out of that player. That is a coach's job. The only problem that I ever had with Brian Flores is that right away, he dismissed Tua after 2 minutes of playing football and never afforded him the responsibilities of what your job is and find out what he does best and put him in situations to be successful and then determine whether he's the guy or not.
Right now, Disney fans, if you want to win a 4-pack to Blizzard Beach, caller number... Hey, what number was Kyle Van Noy with the Dolphins, Marcos?
One? I think
I don't think it was. JP, do you remember what number he was?
Let's go 5 for the 5 Starfish.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that's a good call.
Kyle Van Noy Dolphins.
No,
he was number 53 with the Miami Dolphins.
Oh, that was the
caller. Nope, I'm looking at a picture right now. It's actually it was his number. Yeah.
Photoshop.
It's caller 50. All right, I'll go easy on you. Let's do caller number 9. Caller 9 right now to 305.
Which has nothing to do with Kyle Van Noy. Why did you even bring it up?
I wanted to make him sweat because yesterday he got punished. That's why I made him do 53 callers yesterday.
I should have been punished yesterday, but I'll take 9.
Caller number 9.
Are we picking?
I don't know. We'll figure that out. Can I give away the tickets?
You said caller number 9.
Oh,
I still have to do the liner.
He's lashing out.
You're wasting time, dude.
No, you are.
We have 4 hours.
It's literally what we're gonna do next segment. We're gonna do it next segment. We're gonna do the bit. We can figure it out. Swear.
Liner.
You know what, Marcos? Just because of that.
No. Number 9.
Caller number 33 for Leroy Horn. Caller number 33. I've changed my mind. Caller 33 is now going to win the 4-pack of tickets to Blizzard Beach Water Park. Caller 33 to Yeah, you're right. I am. 305-567-0560. You guys should have just let well enough alone. Caller 33 gets the 4-pack of tickets to Blizzard Beach. For more info on Blizzard Beach, go to Disney.com. But right now, caller number 33 gets the tickets. 305-567-0560. Pick draft is next.
Great. Love it here.
Sorry, Marcos.
So who won the tickets?
Manuel out of Miami won the tickets. I feel bad. There was a couple people. I think it was number 19. I was like, "You're caller number 19." He's like, "Well, what number are you looking for?" Yeah. Lucky number 33.
Oh, congratulations, Manuel. Those are all our Blizzard Beach tickets for the week, everybody, because I got suckered into them to 2 yesterday. So anyway,
teacher.
It is time, ladies and gentlemen, for our pick draft. It is a new month, a clean slate. This will be the first
doom.
This will be the first one where we go to the dartboard of doom. There are 14 games this week, Leroy. We have 3 games each to pick. The first one will go to Jennifer. J-Fig, the floor is yours. Who would you like to go with your number 1 pick overall?
What was that? That was scary. I don't like this. I'm gonna go with the Eagles.
All right. She is going with the Philadelphia Eagles this week, who are hosting the Dallas Cowboys at 425. And Philly is a 3-point favorite at home. There you go. All righty. I will go next because I had the second worst record last month. And my pick will go to the Miami Dolphins.
Oh, yeah.
Getting 2 points in Germany.
2 points? Oh, that's good.
Wait, we just had the conversation. He does nothing but pick with his heart.
Good spread.
And petty pick, and you're starting off the month again.
What did I tell you, dude? It's not Frankfurt anymore. All right. They did not land in Frankfurt. All right. They landed in Zonkfurt. Chiefs are in trouble.
Look at that.
Leroy, it is your pick.
I cannot believe
that
the Raiders are 1.5 point favorites. The Raiders. Did you just hear what happened to them on Tuesday?
Yeah. But
Maybe
you always get that 1 week of emotion.
Yeah,
Right.
maybe they feel like Antonio Pierce has institutional knowledge of the Giants.
Oh, look at that.
I don't know.
It's a Giant.
I don't know. I am gonna go Baltimore Ravens.
Whoa.
Seahawks -6.
This guy's such a fraud. He's like, I don't like big spreads. One of the biggest
I
spreads of the
don't,
weekend.
but
Okay.
For real.
Jesus.
I don't like big spreads. I'll take the biggest favorite of the weekend.
No, it's not.
That's like the second.
The Saints are 8.5 point favorites. The Saints.
The Saints? Oh, yeah, they are. Yeah.
Wow.
The
And the
Browns are 8-point favorites.
Yeah.
Is Deshaun Watson playing this week?
It's a tough injury because you don't know until you know, but he practiced yesterday. He's practicing today. So the way you know if he's playing or not is if he answers questions, right? And he was
I did see him speaking, yeah.
right. So it's usually an indication that you're gonna play.
Marcos, what is your first pick?
By the way, I'm switching my name from the Frognosticator to
Who calls you that?
people.
No
People,
one,
yeah.
actually.
No, if you go on the Twitter Spaces for sure. Okay, I'm gonna go with Steelers Titans tonight. Right? Is that a pick'em? Is that what they
No.
refer to?
Pittsburgh is favored by 3.
Oh, damn. All right. Well, you know what? I got faith. Titans had a good week last week. Won't happen again. Thursday Night Football sucks, by the way.
Wow. Anything else you want to add to that? Because
Tell us how you really feel.
Yeah.
He's not wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's not wrong. All right, J-Fig, what is your next pick? Washington.
We're freezing the picker.
Let's go.
Okay. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Mine was Cincinnati.
Oh, the Bengals are 2-point favorites against the Bills.
I wanted
that.
All right, there you go. Leroy, you're not up. I am. I'm going to take the New York Jets hosting Monday Night
That is
Football.
a petty pick.
Oh,
They are hosting the Chargers, who are coached by an idiot.
oh wow.
And I feel like he and Justin Herbert on the national stage going to West Coast to East Coast. Give me the Jets. I'll take the Jets and get some points. I feel like the Jets can win that by a field goal easily. Okay.
Stop that.
Sorry.
I'm still amazed that the Raiders are favored over the Giants.
Oh.
Nonetheless, I will go with the Indianapolis Colts over the Panthers.
Okay. Indianapolis is currently a 2.5-point road favorite.
Yep.
Leroy Horde going with the Colts. Frog Boy, you?
Hedrin James, by the way. That's my new gambling name, in case anybody was wondering. Hedrin James. See what I did there? Because you hedge. Okay, so I'm going to go with the Falcons to cover the thing. There
So
you
you
go.
go with the Falcons -4 with the Vikings, who have lost Kirk Cousins. They have Josh Dobbs now. I don't even know if he's starting this week.
No, he's not.
Yeah, exactly.
So the Falcons, that is your pick, -4. All right, Jay Figure, last game.
Wait, they put Josh Dobbs on the injury report. And guess what it said next to the injury report?
What?
Just got here.
That's funny.
I wish they gave you that, Leroy. You had a guest place.
No, I was terrible.
Jay Fig, what is your last game?
I am. I'll take the Rams.
All right, the Rams are at Green Bay this week, and Green Bay is a 3.5-point favorite, but they have sucked lately, so it's a little surprising.
Matthew
The Rams
Stafford
are...
out? Is he
No,
banged
that's
up,
first
I think?
prize. That's so. I think you're right about that, Leroy. The Rams getting +3.5 in Green Bay this week. My final pick will be. Give me the Texans. Give me the Texans at home against the Buccaneers. Buccaneers have been kind of sticking up the joint, although they should have beaten the Bills. But I like some Texans at home. You get the young buck at home. I'm going to go with the Texans. -3, by the way.
All right.
Leroy?
Wow. This is tough. I don't know how to go about this.
Just take Cleveland -8. You know you want to.
No.
Come on. You know you want
You know you want to, dude. Just take
Just
Cleveland.
do it.
Just do it. You know you want the Cleveland Browns to blow out.
We already have the Ravens.
You
Just do the next one.
Fine. I'll take the Browns
Yeah.
over the Cardinals.
Thank God. That
All right.
Jesus. I was worried about that one.
Ian Riverport, what do you got for your last pick?
Hey, I should be respected now that I'm an NFL insider.
Do Bears at Saints. Do it.
Bears and Saints. Is that one of the options?
Mhm.
I really thought there was
Yes.
only someone already picked.
You got Bears at Saints. You got Patriots, Commanders. There's
Man.
and there's
Can I
one
say-
more.
Did anyone do Bengals Bills?
Yeah.
Yes, Jayfig did.
Boo.
Hop off.
All right. I will. Jesus, 8 points. Oh my God. What was the Patriots Commanders? I have the Patriots and the Commanders for the Bill Belichick Bowl.
Mhm.
I will take the Patriots minus the points. He's going to show his new team who's boss.
All right, there you go. Those are our picks. That's our show for today, everybody. We will talk to you tomorrow.
Yeah.
You ever go to like a dinner party and you're like, you're
No.
making fun of Ralph? Because like Ralph's, wife cheats on him, and we're all just like, Ralph never saw it coming.
Wow.
I mean, the old love to
Oh.
let a fart linger in church. What's up with your boy?
I'll see y'all when I see y'all.
The Panthers.